in like the late afternoon. I bought more kimchi, I ate more brick, and sooner than later it was time for dinner. Cody,
I hope he talks about what his poop consistency is like. I would venture to say that it's probably either really good or really bad. I think it would be like solid because he is getting everything he needs, but I bet it would be kind of liquidy.
mentioned Manze soap.
Like, yeah, like, no, not rock hard. I bet it would be like he has diarrhea.
But a couple times during the day, so I did my best to make some with what we had in the apartment. I ejaculated in my pants again, I garnished it with an egg yolk, and yeah, that's the, yeah. I already ate, so I'm just having a little bit of brick.
Oh, this looks really good.
Have a serious conversation with me while I take a bite of this brick.
How much of a person would you have to eat in order to be considered a cannibal?
Ooh, good question. I would say it's less the amount and more the intent. Is that fair to say? Because if you accidentally ate like the fingertip of a person, don't ask how you would ever be in that scenario. But let's say you know a guy named Eric Cartman and he makes you chili for a chili competition and you eat it. Are you now a cannibal? No. Or like an unwilling? I don't know. If I'm just going off the amount alone, I'm going like more than a finger. Like if you ate that, you're not a cannibal. Like a digestible amount of food. Like if you ate, because at that point, are you a cannibal for eating like your hangnails? I don't do that. I'll bite my hangnail, spit it out, but like there's people that eat like their fingernails. Are they cannibals? No.
Because you can like eat 3 people.
Well, but then like, slips down the stairs. Human bone, legally.
They're a cannibal. You have all sorts of...
I love how he left in like random bits of the conversation and just full skipped everything else. Well, legally, hard cut.
The second person, 2 kilograms of their friend. They're on rafts.
Because I bite my nails like I've kissed a guy. Probably a cannibal.
Dicks do you have to suck? I just drink it when it's available.
Taste it as I go. 2 dicks.
Drink 4 in one evening. RFK is going after Tylenol now.
Everyone comment down below how much human you need to eat before you're considered a cannibal.
I want to see the answers. Nobody gave an answer. Are you fucking kidding me? No one answered. They're all talking about the fucking video itself.
Hi subreddit. This is all of the brick that is left in the fridge. This is all that I need to eat before everything is done. Ignore the fact that one of them is sitting on a frozen pizza.
They all look really different. Like this brick looks more appetizing than this one. This one has chunks of food in it. And what do you think that chunk is? I hope like tofu maybe, or like part of the egg.
Fun fact, when you eat healthy food, you end up feeling healthy. I felt better this week than I have all year. Workouts have been easier, running has been easier, I've been feeling focused, there's been like a strange level of clarity. I felt so good, in fact, that me and Cody went to a J-Rock concert that night. And this concert went pretty late, there wasn't a lot of time to make dinner, so Cody instead opted to just eat a bag of popcorn. The energy from the concert also seems to have given me this weird, radical idea. I wanted to see how quickly I could eat my nightly brick without vomiting.
Oh, he's gonna speed run it like a hot dog.
So here's that.
3,
Oh my God.
2, 1, start.
Ooh, it's a lot softer than I thought it would be.
Oh, is Oh, I'll let you stop the timer when you're done. Minute 36 and...
A minute 36. Dude, that is food maxing to the fucking limit. An entire nightly meal, that was probably like fucking 600 calories down in a minute.
50 milliseconds. That's pretty good. I'm finished off this popcorn.
Can I smell the bag?
I'm a mess.
Oh, bro, huffing that shit like fucking gasoline.
Holy shit.
Lead paint. What is the best smelling food? Bacon's top 5. Bacon's top 5. I would say that something like that's really I'm gonna go garlic. Garlic when you're hungry. Lingering garlic is disgusting, but like a good like caramelized onion or garlic that's like on a skillet, oh, that's fucking goated. Popcorn smells good. Yeah, like a buttered popcorn's pretty good. Cookies, yeah, like fresh baked goods, or like a nice pizza. There's so many good foods that smell fucking amazing. Cinnabon smells nice. Cinnabon also kind of smells like you're walking through chemicals. Like if I had to work at Cinnabon for a day, I feel like I'd throw up.
I had enough sleep debt to warrant me sleeping until 5 p.m. apparently, so when I woke up, it was immediately time for dinner. For tonight's dinner, I decided that I should probably just use everything that was about to go bad in the fridge, so I ended up making something that I like to call Kodakai's Mountain of Slop. Fun fact, that's also the name of my pants after I just drenched them in semen.
How well after an expiration date are you eating, like, a meat if it's frozen? I've gone months if it's frozen. I don't know if there's, like, a guide on that. If I froze food before expiration date, how long is it good for? Indefinitely good? Huh. Really? So if I threw chicken in the freezer and left it for a year, I could eat it. No. I think the quality, it might be safe, but the quality would go down. Oh, it says recommended meat and poultry 3 to 4 months. I was gonna say, I've eaten like, he was saying it was about to go bad, just toss it in the freezer. I like, the second I go grocery shopping, I just throw shit in the freezer. Leave it for a month, no problem.
I think this would taste better if I couldn't see your food.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Like you made... That is the concept of dog food.
I've made human dog food.
I'm surprised he didn't switch from kimchi, because I feel like the kimchi would get pretty disgusting too after like 5 straight days of just eating kimchi every day.
Maybe it'd taste better if I made them into like little kibble bites.
Pour them into ice cube trays.
Ow, ow, ow!
What was that? He just leaves the room.
On day 6, I had a bunch of errands to run, so for the first time, I packed my brick to go. I imagine eating this in public is something like shitting yourself on the bus because, like,
I don't know. I would think that if somebody whipped that out in public, I would think that it's some fucking protein bar.
everyone can smell it. You just gotta lock in and pretend nothing happened. One of my
It smells that bad.
errands involved picking up Callum from the airport because as
I think ripping ass in a packed, like, subway is probably one of the safest ways to fart. It's disrespectful, but nobody's gonna pin it on you. Like, if you're just ripping ass in a fucking subway, like, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's somebody within my fucking 5-person vicinity.
I've mentioned, it's Cody's birthday. Callum came to celebrate Cody's birthday. And speaking of coming,
Bars, too. I've done a drive-by fart before.
I made IKEA meatballs for dinner with a special creamy sauce. I also made a cocktail for Callum, and now we have a full penis worth of food to go through. I wonder how Callum's gonna react to the brick.
That is, you know, I saw pictures of that. Oh, you know what this looks like? You know those, like, channels on TikTok and Instagram that are like, I keep adding stuff to this tub until I create life. That's what this looks like.
Wait till you see.
They just fucking, like, when they're trying to do those, like, creating alien life videos.
The video on how I made it. You see that blue recycling bin?
That's not a good start. Is this a recipe you made yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it like you're proud.
I can read you the recipe really quick. So it's 9 cups of oats, 14 sweet potatoes, 2 kilograms of tofu.
I feel like that's not bad if it stopped there. Because sweet potatoes is, like, gonna add some mild sweetness. The tofu is, like, nothing.
28 eggs.
Do you plan to sell this commercially? Mr. Beep, I have an idea.
Mr. Beast food maxing bars. Dude, Feastables would sell that shit like crazy. They would just dump like 8 fucking kilograms of sugar into it.
And now day 7. This is it.
You only need to eat this.
War is over. I plan Cody's.
If you just eat this, then everything, dude, oh my God, you want to see one of the craziest marketing things that I've ever seen in my entire life? This is so off topic. But if Mr. Beast or any company ever did that, that is like pure monopoly. If you marketed something as like, hey, you only ever need to eat this, you have a customer for the rest of your life. The thing I saw though was the one roll. And it's like a new thing that I think it's Charmin is doing it. And it's like a big fucking roll that is supposed to last like a month. And people were like, why is Charmin doing this? Nobody wants this. Charmin replies and they're like, well, you buy the starter kit and it comes with your own holder and it lasts you a while. It's efficiency. No. Charmin's doing that because they're the only company that sells that. So if you buy one and you have the holder, now you're a Charmin Ultra Soft customer for the rest of your life. So even if only like 10,000 people buy it, it's just, they're just selling you industrial size rolls at market value. Like they're saving money. They're selling you a starter kit too that you have to buy. And now you're only going to buy the fucking one roll. Like it is the highest IQ thing they could fucking do.
Party for him since he's been so busy with med student stuff. It was Cartoon Network themed. We had a bunch of friends over. We played games. I made ricotta bites. I came in my pants. And this is where Cody showed up behind the kitchen with a little surprise.
Hey, go.
Terrible war
I made something for you.
What is it? Oh, it's a pinot. I don't know what possessed him to offer me food when I had half a brick left in the fridge and mere hours left before I ate it. I ate the fucking food. I ate it. I cummed myself too many times and it came full circle. Literally. I am the two-dick cannibal. Now, why did I do this? Frankly, he's the birthday boy. You can't say no to the birthday boy. Look at that.
Well, it's the last 3 hours of the challenge, bro. He has like a kilogram of the fucking, or he has like a pound of the food left.
Smile. How can you say no to that face? So yeah, I ended the challenge literal hours before I would have succeeded. Cause yeah, I want to sit down. I want to enjoy food with a group of people. Sue me. Also, I have no idea why I was doing this in the first place. I just kind of thought of it and I was like, yeah, that'd be a funny video idea. And I guess maybe it was. I don't know. I'm calming myself. So that's the end of the video.
He has said that like 15 times.
Happy birthday to Cody. Lots of love to all the friends that came over. I don't do this. I mean, I guess it's good for you. I don't know. Don't do this.
I do wonder if it is nutritionally better for you to eat everything that you would need in one sitting versus spacing everything out. Do you think this is better or worse for you from eating the regular food? I feel like it's probably, I feel like on paper it's better, but your body probably processes shit in a weird way where like you kind of want to be on a sliding scale of multiple things at once versus just always food maxing and then going down and food maxing. Like you're constantly just draining yourself. Maybe that's why he's using the word cum so much. Anyways. People call this monkey trade slavery. Lock in.
Every time you buy coconut milk, you might be buying slavery.
Never buying coconut milk. Saying that. But do you guys buy coconut milk? I may have bought coconut milk like one time. Ever. That tastes terrible. What, you saying a monkey made the milk?
Every time you buy coconut milk, you might be buying slavery.
Costco will stop selling one brand of coconut milk from a Thailand-based producer.
That's what the headlines say, at least. The world is angry.
Oh my god, do they chain the monkeys to like the tree and then make them climb it to go fucking pick the coconuts?
But is this really abuse, or is this some ancient tradition that the West just doesn't understand? To find out, in this episode, we're traveling
How do you even train a monkey to do that?
across Southeast Asia, from the chaotic monkey markets of Jakarta to the ancient coconut jungles of southern Thailand. And we'll see how they're sold, trained in monkey schools, and put to work in towering...
Trained in monkey schools? They have a whole system where they train them? Do you think you could fail out? Like, how many monkeys do you think fail out of the school because they, like, don't listen? All right, I'm going to have this take off rip before... let's see if my take changes. I think if they're training them through a reward-based system and they're not, like, electrocuting them or some shit to, like, ingrain that they have to do this or they'll get hurt, I don't see this as a problem. Like, if they're just, like, hey, they end up training the monkey to go pick the coconut and then they give the monkey, like, a grape or something, I think that's fine. Like a dopamine reward. But if they're like zapping the motherfucker and they're like, we're gonna hurt you if you don't do it. Because I mean, that's like the same thing as like retrievers. Like it would be like the same thing as a retriever dog if you did it like that. It'd be like, okay, go get the duck. And then they go pick up the duck, you give them a treat, then they go they like doing it. I think the argument then still is that monkeys are smarter. And so it's like, are you taking advantage of that?
Jatinegara Pet Market. It's basically this like zoo where you can buy anything roadside. I think my goal today.
Oh my god. Oh. See, that upsets me. Look at the puppies.
I think my goal today is to see like how many different species we can possibly see. Then one day just is one market. Exotic geckos next to.
Those were fucking like flying. Were those sugar gliders?
Then one day.
What are those? They're not flying squirrels. Are they sugar gliders? What are these? Are these flying squirrels? These little things right here? How do they even catch those?
This is one market. Exotic geckos next to someone's random house cat. All crammed together. There's sugar gliders everywhere.
Sugar glider, answer my question. Never mind.
Different varieties of squirrels too, like just a ridiculous amount of.
Yo, I feel like this is like, yo, it actually makes me realize, I know this is like a fucked up market, but this shit like makes me realize the amount of animals that exist that I don't know anything about. Like this looks like a skunk. This isn't a skunk. This is a squirrel.
Squirrels, including some kind of ground squirrel that apparently stinks.
It's a squirrel that have a bad smell. We call it bajing.
I think that's a skunk.
Yeah, bajing.
A bajing. It's a squirrel with a bad smell.
Yeah.
Can I hold?
Hi guys, this is one of those bad smelling squirrels, apparently. He looks cute as hell. I feel really bad for this little guy. I don't think he's gonna last that long if I'm honest. He's just kind of like hanging out there, rather wet. How much is this?
Berapa papa bajing? 150.
$9 for that fucking living animal, bro. What? I feel like I would buy that and then just release it into the jungle and hope it survives.
You come into stuff that's not even from Indonesia. Albino hedgehogs, Brazilian turtles.
Brazil?
Oh my god. Imported weirdness just everywhere. The whole thing.
But is this like for rich people? Like, are they eating these animals? Well, I feel like some of them, this is an exotic pet market. They have exotic animal markets for food, but like nobody's eating a sugar glider. Joe, what the fuck? What do you mean, Joe, what the fuck? We've watched videos where they have pet markets and right next door they have animal markets where they're cooking things. That's not, what do you mean, Joe, what the fuck? That's an honest question.
It's kind of fascinating, and it doesn't take long before we find our first monkey.
You have one monkey.
You're like, that's a chicken.
How much?
1 million.
1 million for one monkey.
$60 for a monkey. Bro. I feel like a monkey should be like $5,000. Like if you're buying, I feel like if you buy an ape, that should be like $5 grand. An ape or a monkey. Like that's like a smart ass animal. That's pretty hard to get.
Okay.
And it is pretty heartbreaking right away. These guys are tiny, not even a year old. There's 2 of them, and they're just huddled together in the rain while Jakarta's traffic screams past like it's nothing.
Like, what do people buy them for? They buy for a pet? Or
Dude, it just sucks because like if you buy it, you're fueling the business. Like even if you bought that monkey and then like somehow rehabilitated it and then put it back in the wild, like you're incentivizing this transaction. You know what I mean? Like you buying them isn't saving them. It's saving the ones that you're buying, but it's not stopping the cycle. Like this is a continuous thing that's just going to keep happening. Some of the animals here, I don't think are bad that they're selling them. Like there were like a few lizards. Like I don't think that's bad that you're selling lizards for either food or pets. Like I think that's fine. It's when you have like malnourished like baby squirrels and fucking like actual apes in cages.
monkey won't get big. Really?
They're macaques. I believe all of them are macaques, just a few different varieties of them. Mainly pigtail macaques and longtail macaques.
Dari mana, Pak?
Ini Sulawesi.
Sulawesi.
And it turns out they've been shipped from Sulawesi. And in some ways, it hits even harder. I've just returned from Sulawesi, and it is one of the most beautiful paradises I've ever seen. And somehow, it's worse once it's confirmed. These aren't captive bred. They've been pulled straight out of paradise, just to rot roadside in cages. More macaques, this time in camo uniforms.
But then what are people doing with them? Like this one's wearing a shirt. Like is some random Indonesian man coming by and like buying this macaque for $60 and then what, like keeping it in a cage as a pet?
Turned into props from someone's idea of adorable. And they're also not albino at all. Their coats have been dyed.
Yeah, but like you can't keep that as a pet. Like you're not going to be able to train that thing.
This kind of cheap trick to heighten the novelty and make an easier sale. And before long, we find the epicenter of the market, the monkey section. No longer the occasional cage tucked among birds and reptiles and hedgehogs, but a dedicated corner of commerce. Cage after cage of macaques in different shapes and sizes, lined up like products. They're from Sulawesi
And like how many of them are dying before they're even getting sold?
and Sumatra primarily. And then from here, they'll be shipped all over Indonesia.
Oh, isn't that when they start fucking losing their minds? What is that called? That's like an actual thing where they just like roam in circles. Zoocosis.
50.
50 monkeys.
He has 50 monkeys. Why do you have that many monkeys, bro? Like, is that many? Is there that big of a market for this?
Maybe less.
Around about 50.
Yeah.
And in just one stall here, they have more than 50 monkeys, cage after cage lined up. And then you see the ones that are already breaking. Some are clearly getting just wired up from being trapped in these cages for too long. Some of them are too small, they're too stressed. And once they get bigger, you can tell they're nowhere near as easy to sell anymore. Meanwhile, there are more cages with tiny babies. Some of these things are insanely young. Again, looking like they're barely a month old, clinging to each other like that's the only comfort they've got.
Oh my god, and they have no idea what's going on.
Oh, it's just 1 month.
1 month old.
Yeah.
1 month old? How did they catch that? Did they catch the mom and then the mom gave birth?
They've got these big cartoon eyes, these oversized heads, little hands gripping onto the cage bars. It's almost too cute, which is the problem. And you can tell exactly why. They've been taken away when they are at peak cuteness, peak sellable. The first stop is these markets, and then they get sold off as pets all across the country.
Do you have that many people in Indonesia own monkeys?
The monkey trade at Jatinegara
Like, I wouldn't even know the first thing of taking care of a monkey. Like, what do you feed a monkey? Like, fruits and nuts and shit, but it's like, you have to, like, keep it entertained, and it needs exercise. Like, dude, that's the problem with it. It's on another level. But it's the same shit with, like, any animal owner in the United States, too. Motherfuckers will buy pets, not bananas. Motherfuckers will buy bananas. You're just saying banana. No, chat's not even saying bananas. Just banana. Okay, we're feeding them banana. All right, anyways. Oh my god, what was I saying? Motherfuckers will buy pets in the United States, not understanding how much work it is to take care of that pet. Like, it's unreal, dude. Even something as simple as, like, a dog. They'll buy a puppy and not realize, like, hey, you have to, like, train this thing, take it out all the time, watch it, make sure it gets exercise. It's, like, a smaller step of, like, raising a kid, bro. Obviously, a human's gonna be harder, but, like, I honestly think raising a dog is probably a pretty good training exercise for, like, keeping something alive. Like, it's not easy to... That's why so many dogs are misbehaved, too. They don't socialize them right. They don't get enough exercise. They'll buy a fucking, what's, like, the smartest dog? My God, it's a sheep-herding dog. It's a sheep-herding dog. It's so cute. Why am I blanking on the name? It's, like, one of my favorite animals. I would love to own one, but I couldn't exercise it enough. Not a husky. A border collie. Yeah, motherfuckers will buy border collies because they think they're cute, and then they keep them in an apartment 6 stories up in the city. And it doesn't exercise, and then it fucking misbehaves, and they wonder why. I'm like, yo, that dog's meant to be nonstop mentally and physically engaged. Those animals are bred to be, like, on the go and ready all the time. And you're using it as, like, a show dog. Like, that times 10 now with an ape, I would assume. Like, I'm guessing an ape's probably pretty active.
The sourcing is brutal. Babies here are taken by either killing the mother and or breaking up and scaring away the troop. But it's messy because long-tailed macaques aren't just pet market animals. Globally, they're actually a major biomedical commodity. Between 2008 and 2019, an estimated 450,000 were traded internationally, mostly exported out of Southeast Asia to labs in the US, Europe, and China. I think it's kind of a justifiable evil. But it means that there is a legitimate market for it.
Oh, to, like, test medicines on them and shit?
Jatinegara, though, is mainly domestic pet trade. And it keeps going through this legal omission. Indonesia protects species listed under its 2018 regulation. And that regulation does not include long-tailed macaques. They're not considered protected and an endangered species. The IUCN, though, did move them to endangered in 2022. But the IUCN is not law here. It's kind of like a warning light. And the regulation just has not been updated yet. So shutting down these markets is hard, unless authorities can prove specific permits or quota
Or
violations.
just smoking cigarettes in its face.
Or obvious cruelty just exists. And I find this a little bit strange, because a little bit further north in the south of Thailand, there is a monkey trade that's getting a ton of international pressure.
The brand Shako is accused of using monkey labor to pick the coconuts.
And that is getting cracked down on hard. And after checking it out, I find it a little bit more justifiable.
What's more justifiable? The fact that it's getting cracked down on, or the monkey usage to pick coconuts is less immoral?
These monkey schools in southern Thailand, in Surat Thani, run on a straight-up curriculum.
Do you think monkeys are sentient? I think all animals are conscious, but not in the same sense that we are. There's levels to it. Like, a chicken is not as conscious as a pig is not as conscious as an ape isn't as conscious as a human. Why? I mean, it's the levels of brain structure and perception that they have. Like, bugs are obviously not as sentient as humans are, but I mean, they're still conscious because they have experience. Like, consciousness is divided into a multitude of things. It's like, you know, memory, the capability to recall information, the ability to communicate, express emotions and feel emotions, which many animals, basically all animals, are able to do. Feel pain, and like a few other things like reason, you know, like humans can reason, or I guess complex understanding of things like dolphins, elephants, whales, where they can mourn. There's like a million categories that determine how sentient something is. Like, yeah, crows and ravens, somebody said in chat, very smart animals. I believe a crow, I don't know which one's smarter, a crow or a raven, but I think one of them has the intelligence of like a 6-year-old, which is like crazy. Border collies are like the intelligence of like 4-year-olds. And it's also divided into a few other things as well. Most people perceive cats as smarter than dogs, but cats are more individual creatures that are more critical thinkers, but less socially aware, right? They have different skills in different areas. You perceive cats as smarter because they're kind of like solo creatures that are capable of, you know, doing things on their own. But dogs, on the other hand, are very good at social understanding and emotional understanding and things that cats can't do.
Oh, hello, Swadika.
Wait, this is like the classes. Oh, so they have 5 classes on how to teach a monkey how to pick a coconut?
5 classes, 10 days each.
They have to fucking be able to determine the difference between a ripe and an unripe coconut and then tie a knot. I can't even do that.
Apparently is all they need.
Oh, hello, Swadika.
At least in the school. From there, they go into this kind of like apprenticeship program of training on actual coconut groves. We have a good 30, 40 monkeys behind us at this Thai monkey training school. That's where a lot of these kind of like monkeys end up. They're actual working creatures. And here in Thailand, they still have, as you can see, ridiculously tall coconut plantations. They haven't all been swapped out for the sort of
You really think it's cheaper to train a monkey to do it than get like a machine to be able to do it?
dwarf coconut trees you see elsewhere. So monkeys like this,
Honestly, maybe. Because the shape of the coconut, if all coconut trees were 25 feet tall and had an angle leaning 20 degrees, you could get a machine to adapt to that. But since they all grow differently and ripen at different times, probably is easier to get a monkey to be able to do it. How would a machine even do that efficiently? That's what I'm saying. Like, certain machines are only able to do certain farming efficiently, right? That's why, like, human farmers still, like, pick blueberries. But, like, you could have a machine do corn and, like, you could, like, you know, flood a bog or whatever it's called for cranberries and shit. Like, there's different methods of farming.
they're an essential tool in the south of Thailand or in Surat Thani. We're going to see exactly how they're trained up and how they turn into coconut harvesting machines.
He has been doing this since he was 15 years old.
Wow. That's crazy, huh?
ตอนนี้57แล้ว
He's 57 now. Can you
57?
tell? He looks so young.
How many monkeys do you think you've trained?
น่าจะเกือบหลักพันนะ
He think about 1,000 of monkeys.
1,000 monkeys.
Yeah, about 1,000
Wow,
of
that's
monkeys
crazy.
already.
Okay, so the monkey school setup is kind of, I mean, I don't know what you'd imagine, because you don't know what a monkey school looks like, right? But essentially, a bunch of coconut trees.
Do you think he's training them and then deciding which ones are picking up faster and then having those ones breed to efficiently make a smarter monkey population?
Makes sense. These tires are attached to the bottom of them.
Like he's selectively choosing which ones do better.
Each monkey gets one tire, one coconut tree. That's their hangout, their base, and they're
Oh, they get like a home?
periodically brought into the sort of the class section, the curriculum section of the school. And I've got to admit, that's kind of crazy.
Like, I don't know if I think this is fucked up or not. Like, I've never even heard of this. They get their own home and they have to pick coconuts.
Crazy to me that you can train a monkey in 50 days to do this so
I'm kind of on the fence. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I need to know more.
flawlessly. And trust me, these things will blow your mind. The level of mastery, the smarts of these monkeys.
I only ate bricks for 7 days.
Hi, Cody. Hypothetically, if I took like my daily meal and then like put it all into a blender and then blended it up into a brick and then ate that brick for a week straight, would I survive?
So diet maxing, we're food efficiency maxing now. We're just going to blend everything we eat in a day and then only eat that. I mean, nutritionally, that would be perfectly fine, right? Who did that? Don't we know somebody that did that? I feel like there's a streamer that I know that tried to like diet max and ate like food blocks for like a week. And that's just gross to fucking, dude, because what meal could you blend up into a brick with like water and it not be gross? I think you could do a brick of like protein powder and like fruits, and you could make something like a meatloafy brick that would be okay. But any regular meal, you're not blending up and that being good. Hamburger, well, now you're just saying already ground beef. Protein powder, fuck you, I stuttered.
And probably.
I'm gonna die at 23. What would be the best one meal to blend? Like a chicken Caesar salad, maybe? No. I feel like a full meal of, if you blended like eggs, a meat, fruit and vegetables, and water, you would be fine. But you would, I don't think any combination of those things would be at all appetizing.
Eating is way too complicated. Imagine a world where everyone just ate one thing. No more thinking of meal prep, no more doing dishes or cooking. Now imagine bricks. Imagine if everyone just ate bricks instead of food. I'm imagining it right now. It feels so good. I'm getting so bricked up. For the next 7 days, I'm gonna be eating only bricks of food. But what do I put inside of that brick exactly? Well, how about I ask my...
That is fucking... I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Hello, ChatGPT. I am diet maxing, and I would like to get all of my needed nutrition in a day in one brick of food, but I also don't want it to taste like poop. Any Rex? Question mark. Love the ambition. That's some next level biohacker / efficiency core energy right there. Crying emoji. If you're trying to get all your nutrition in one brick of food, basically a complete meal compression into a bar, you have a few good paths depending on your goals. Here's a breakdown. You could do the Huel Complete Nutrition Bar, good macros. Dude, they're just recommending fucking Soylent. Jimmy Joy Plenty Bar, Soylent squared in meal squares. Bro, if you want to make it yourself, here's a great formula. You need 150 grams of oats, 80 to 100 grams of whey isolate, 50 grams of peanut butter and flaxseed, multivitamin powder, honey, cocoa powder, vanilla, and cinnamon. That actually doesn't sound that bad. I don't think that's going to give you all of your nutrition in a day, though. Like, after a week, you would start having, like, fucking deficiencies in vitamins.
My best friend roommate who's studying to be a doctor.
There's something called like the perfect plate.
Are you FaceTiming someone right now?
Yeah.
Is this like...
Can I blend 4 cheeseburgers down? That's not even funny. I'm imagining the kid that typed that. All I eat is fucking cheeseburgers. Am I able to just like blend that into a... I think that would be pretty good.
Science, or is this like
This is like science. This is Canadian government website.
Damn. That place got me... That plate has got me bricked up.
Bro. Like the vacuum going in the back.
Following this conversation, I genuinely did about like 3 days worth of research to come up with the following recipe. For carbs, we have 9 cups of oats, 14 sweet potatoes, and 4 cups of whole wheat flour. For protein, we have 2 kilograms of tofu, 28 eggs. Yes, this genuinely took me
28 eggs and 2 kilograms of fucking tofu.
3 days to come up with, and 1 cup of chia seeds. For fats, we have 3 avocados, 2 cups of walnuts, half a cup of olive oil, and for just about everything else,
I think the avocados are currently ruining this. I think the avocados are throwing off the vibes. Even though I do like avocado, I think that's ruining
14 cups of
ruining this.
spinach, 7 carrots, lots of salt, and 7 teaspoons of spirulina. I'm gonna blend this all in with about 16 ounces of almond milk, and if you want to know what the procedure looks like, it's just you just got to do a little.
Looks like a
Oh, dude, it being green is really off-putting. This looks like a bear vomited salmon. It being green is gross. What color? I would probably put food dye in it. What color would make it most appealing? Honestly, I feel like a brown would be like a chocolate brown. It would look more like poop, but I feel like that would get it out of my brain.
bear vomited salmon.
Wait till I add the 28 eggs.
So
Oh no. Does he have to cook it?
I think from here it's like you have
Cody's currently explaining how the Epic of Gilgamesh directly led to the creation of anime.
Roman ideals formed out of the Greeks.
Right. On a completely unrelated note,
You're filming a YouTube video, your friend just shows up. So, you know, like Gilgamesh.
do we have a mop bucket?
Oh my god, no, that is so much worse than I thought it would look. And he's putting it in a fucking recyclable bin. I hope it's unused. Dude.
I then put the blended slop into baking trays
It kind of looks like Dubai chocolate.
and end up with 5
I think that, ooh, wait.
bricks, which is about 20,000
Okay. Do I think it'll taste good? No. Does it look kind of like a good pistachio brownie? Yeah.
calories to get me through the next 7 days. So without
Ooh.
further ado, let's
I think day 7, it's going to be really hard.
move on to... Okay, here's my daily brick. Let's just go.
He only has to eat 1 per day. If he only has to eat 1 per day, that is actual full-on fucking diet maxing. There's no way that's 2,000 calories plus.
Go for it. Let's. It tastes like just like someone took a normal meal and then pre-chewed it and then spat it into my mouth. The brick didn't
And you didn't gag?
taste too bad at first, but after about a meal and a half, I realized that no, it really does. It tastes like shit. I cannot
Oh no.
describe to you how much the flavor is reminiscent of vomit. So I tried
Oh. Like just a weird mix of, because vomit is like half digested food, but it's also basically just like blended food. Like it's just a weird mix of stuff that you've eaten over the last day. Do you think you would get used to it though? Like how many days of doing this would you just not care anymore? At some point, bro, like a week in, you would be like, this is better than eating regular food. Not better in the sense of enjoyable, but like you could be like, damn, I haven't eaten today. House the brick in 2 minutes. And then you're fucking good to go for the next 6 hours.
frying it up to see if that would make it taste better, and I'm censoring this because it quite genuinely looks
Oh, he cooked it?
like I shat into the pan. And no, it just tastes like the same thing, but hot. So now it's like fresh vomit, I guess. This made day 1 easily the hardest day of the challenge, and it gets easier later on, and you'll see how it gets easier on...
I feel like, do you think frozen would be better? Like a frozen brick of blended food? I don't know, maybe refrigerated, like on the brink of being frozen.
On day 2, I had a bite of the brick, and I thought, hell no, I can't do this. So I had 2 options here. I could either scrap the video altogether, or I could come up with some way to make this easier for me. Which is why at this point in the video, I allow myself 1 topping.
Dude, 1 topping, brother, sriracha. All over. Anything that tastes like fucking shit, make it really spicy and it's immediately good. That is like the fucking life hack. You ever see like street food vendors that'll do that? You just make anything really fucking spicy. It's just so good. Maybe not the best thing you've ever had. It's tolerable.
For the rest of the challenge.
Mayonnaise. I think mayonnaise would bring this down. I don't think mayo's saving this brick.
But to decide which topping I would be using, I would have to go through some trial and error. So in front of me right now is my daily brick.
Pickles. I think Frank's Red Hot, pretty good. Soy sauce, all right. Vinegar, no.
Along with every condiment that I could find in my house. I'm gonna try them all and I'm gonna rate them 1 to 10. 3, 3.5, 6, 5, 7.
Peanut butter was good. Chili oil's good.
3, 4, holy shit, 9.
Kimchi is good on the brick. I mean, there's a lot of tofu and egg.
7, 2, 3, 5, 2. That's a 9.
Hot sauce! Oh no, the kimchi one? Fuck. I was gonna say hot sauce was a 9. That's goated though.
2. That's a 9.
Hot sauce, bro, because hot sauce is if you put hot sauce on something, it is the forefront flavor of the food you're eating. The rest is just texture. And if the texture isn't gross and all you're tasting is Frank's Red Hot, you're going, huh, this is pretty fucking good. Well, isn't kimchi also spicy at times?
Now, remember Cody from the beginning of this video? Yeah, it's also his birthday at the end of this week. So for the nights leading up to it, I thought I would do a good friend thing and I would make him some nice dinners. I'm probably gonna be frothing it.
Oh, he's gonna be. My friend Cody's actually pretty busy, so I'm gonna give him a slice of my food brick.
The mouth while making the food, but at least I can fatten up my roommate before I cook him into my evil stew. Bars.
Actually, though, the level of efficiency this gives to your life is insane. Imagine, I mean, a lot of you guys don't meal prep now because your parents might make you food and shit, but imagine you're like 25. You have to meal prep like 2-3 times a week, and you have to go to the grocery store and buy a bunch of different things for meals. And instead, you just 1 time a week get an industrial blender and mix all of the food that you're gonna eat in a week and just fucking stack it in your fridge. Like, how gross that is, but that would be, you would save so much time.
So for the first night, I decided to make Cody some. Wait, that's not dinner, silly. That's a
pre-alcohol probiotic drink.
Sponsor of today's video, Z-Biotics. Okay, I have to tell you about this
Maybe I should have known about that before I fucking drank 23 margaritas.
product that I use before a night with drinks. It's called
I think some of these products work, but the part of the problem is that a lot of the products that are like, hey, this will make you feel better when you're done drinking, then you just drink more. You know what I mean? Like, even if that's gonna settle your stomach or help, then you just drink more because now you feel better. Like, humans don't have limits. Humans, at some point, like some people do, but there's like a level of being drunk where you just don't stop drinking until you fall asleep. Not everybody has that. A lot of people at bars, it's like you're so drunk you just keep saying yes to drinks. So if you're on something that's gonna make that so you have even a higher of a limit, I feel like,
alcohol.
Okay, I know this is a sponsor, but I kind of want to hear this out.
Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut.
This is such targeted advertising.
It's primarily this byproduct that is to blame for your rough next day. Now, pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night and drink responsibly so you can wake up feeling better the next morning. Click the link
I don't know. You think that works? I've never tried one of those before.
Thanks again to Z-Biotics for sponsoring today's video. Cody's first dinner of the week was gochujang butter cabbage and steak. While I was making this, I'm pretty sure I came in my pants a little bit, but no biggie, we wiped that off. It was especially jarring seeing his
Okay, you know how shitty this is, though? You're making your friends such a nice dinner, and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna eat my food brick.
his food next to mine, considering that all I did for dinner was throw
Caramelized onions.
a chunk of leathery vomit onto a plate. Anywho, this is the first night of dinner for Cody. I hope he enjoys it.
Damn. How's the brick today?
So the brick itself, 1,000,000 times better than yesterday because I got the
Oh, yeah.
kimchi update. Gochujang butter, steak, and cabbage is what I made for you.
Oh my cabbage is really good. It's a really good texture.
Oh, yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. You want to switch plates? You want to bite of the poop brick? You want to eat some of the poop brick? It's got tofu and eggs in it. It's got everything your body needs.
Now, this wouldn't be a Kodakai video if I didn't drastically change my sleep schedule in some way, so let's flash forward to the morning of
This is me, wide awake at 6:30 a.m.
So I went to sleep at like 7 a.m. and I ended up waking up.
Nothing but grass. I think if you ate nothing but grass, it'd kill you. I think it would like clot in your. I don't.
Why do people need such weird, innovative ways to work out? Just fucking go on a walk. Just go on a walk. Go to the gym. Do the elliptical. Do the Stairmaster. Right? Like you jog, you know. Can't jog, go for a swim. Can't go for a swim, go for a bike ride. Can't go for a bike ride. I don't know. Calisthenics, you know. Maybe buy 3-pound weights.
You could digest it.
Find something heavy in your house. Pick it up. Put it down. Now do that 150 more times. A lot of the time, working out isn't meant to be fun. And that's the brutal truth, right? I work out 5 to 6 days a week. Half of the time, I don't want to go to the gym.
Preaches spiritual
I would rather do nothing.
connection to nature and to distance yourself from monotonous routine of industrial gyms. The creator of Prancercise created the workout in 2012 and created a workout video.
Like, I have genuinely dreaded leg day since the start. If I've done 1,000 leg days, I think I've looked forward to 5 of them. But I do it because it's like, I got to do it, you know. If you don't do it, then, you know, you're kind of caving on your own, you know, promise to yourself.
To show off her technique, the video went viral for its ridiculousness, which landed her on the news, making the exercise even more popular. Would you do that? So far out of all of them, which one would you do? I'm doing the horror one, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna
Get
say.
a big titty.
The horror one, what were the other ones? I think I could do like any of the videotape ones pretty
Dude, also
easily.
I want to get hard while I'm doing jumping jacks.
Flop it up and down. Boing, boing. This video is sponsored by Express.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Bad Dragon.
At-home workouts are not just a thing of the past. They have evolved into something completely different for the modern consumer. Naughty Girl Fitness is a YouTube channel that offers viewers a very unique workout experience.
The following movement experience might result in you looking sexy AF and connecting to your inner badass bitch. Work out at your own risk. We are not responsible for injuries. Please refer to our terms and conditions for liability waivers.
Each video usually has a skit or theme that plays into the type of workout
Which is dry hump in the air.
you'll be doing. The pop that ass workout involves a lot of core workout and twerking, while the couch potato killer workout has a lot more punching and kicking.
You give me boom and a crack and a boom and a crack. Come on, boom. Yes, scare her.
I just couldn't do this. I couldn't follow along with this workout and feel good. You know? Give me a boom and a punch and a boom and a punch. I'd be like cringing at myself.
A crack. Come on, boom. Yes, scare hoes. Bring it back, bring it back. Scare hoes. Bring it back, bring it back. What's going on? No, seriously. No, I'm serious. What is going on? What's going on? Oh my God, no, Jazzy, I'm seriously scared. Stop. No, I'm serious. No, I'm not playing.
These self-proclaimed spicy workouts have gained a lot of traction recently and now get thousands of views as people look to get fit through their computer screens, which makes sense. That's like,
I just don't think the way you get fit is through doing TikTok dances. You could look to get fit through your computer screen, but like that's just like calisthenic shit. Like you could literally like go work out. You just need like a steel bar or a tree branch. Fucking work out. Push-ups, sit-ups, body squats, individual leg squats, running.
modern TikTok stuff. You know what I've been seeing a lot too? A lot of these like at-home like treadmills, bikes and everything, they all have like virtual, like you're running on a trail. You watch the big screen. But that's like some of the workouts of like them like looking back to you. Come on, you're almost there, come on.
You're collecting coins.
Brain, my life is like a video game. Yeah, that deal. In the modern age of fitness classes, it seems that people will do just about
I think you don't need a video game for that shit either, too. Like, if I ever go on a run, I give myself something in the distance that I need to pass before I could slow down. And then if I pass it and I don't feel like utter shit, I will then give myself another, like, mailbox or tree that I need to reach, like, you know, 200 meters away. I feel like you just have to consistently do that over and over again, and then it just gets easy.
anything before they pick up a weight. Not me, dude. I'm ripped. I'm swole as shit.
People noticed on Reddit.
See,
Ooh. Put those guns away, man. Oh.
I do wonder what Papa Me could bench press.
You can crush a watermelon.
Kangaroo jumping is a new wave of exercise.
215? I would guess 3, bro. I think Papa Me could bench 3 plates each side.
That has been sweeping.
Oh my god! Oh my god, this is what I was talking about earlier.
The nation. It essentially involves putting on modified moon boots and jumping around, all right? That's what it is. But it's still cool. Workouts vary from rapid jumping or jumping to the beat of a song or kicking your legs up super high. One more time, we're gonna...
Bro, Howie Mandel is just fucking collecting achievements, dude, on Steam. Why is he on everything? He's on the Kai Cenat Mafia-thon. He's on America's Got Talent. He's on Deal or No Deal. He's on the news. He's on random YouTubers' videos.
If it feels as embarrassing as it looks, you may want to sit this one out because many classes take place in public parks or parking lots. It's grown into an international phenomenon and even went viral online for a series of parking lot kangaroo class videos featured an instructor adorned in a wolf mask alongside wolf-themed music.
Right outside the liquor store. I'm walking outside. I just rip a fucking sidewalk slammer. I just buy a fucking 40-ounce fucking Colt 45. Just sit outside with a paper bag. Just be like, yeah, this workout's ass.
What really draws people in are supposed benefits, which include the claim that kangaroo jumps reduce running injuries, making it easier for people to do cardio. While studies show that it aids in reducing injuries in novice runners, there are no long-term studies confirming it has any actual impact on reducing injuries as a whole. A workout that does have some proven benefits, however...
Yo, you playing the drums on a yoga ball, that's how you know you've missed the plot, right? I just gotta say that. If I'm at the gym and I have signed up for a course class and I see there's a trash can with a fucking yoga ball and they hand me drumsticks, I've lost it, okay? I don't know what my life is anymore. That's where I would immediately dissociate in that moment. Like, what the hell are we doing? And there's somebody that literally planned an hour workout session of this. 10 sets of fucking jamming out.
The name might sound intense, but it's actually super simple. All you need is an exercise ball and 2 drumsticks. Classes
you are utterly burning no calories doing this. I hate to be that guy. If you want to do this for a fun social activity, that's fine. If you're planning on getting in shape and you pull up and they're handing you a yoga ball and 2 drumsticks, walk out of the fucking room and hit the treadmill.
Usually involve
you're not burning calories doing that.
People drumming to the beats of songs for long periods of time while dancing around the ball.
I can feel it. Come on, Jessica. You need the rhythm. It's do, not do. Okay? If you're gonna, I understand this is a workout session, but we all need to be on pace together. A lot of it's audio, okay? And I hear you fucking up the beat.
For those looking for a more intense workout, some instructors will have you plank or squat on the ball while drumming. It might seem ridiculous, but there are some studies that show the exercise has significant benefits for cardiovascular health, hand-eye coordination, and stress reduction. Cardio drumming is also a great option for kids and older people, as it's super simple and low intensity, easy on the joints, all that jazz. And as people start to turn out new ideas, as people start to run out of new ideas, modern fitness classes become increasingly absurd. Bungee fitness classes strap you into a harness so that you can jump, squat, and literally fly around the...
Bro, but that's where I think we've missed it. And I know some people need it to be fun for it to be, like, I guess, motivating. But I don't think working out is meant to be fun, right? At least the way I perceive it. When you're done working, the benefit of working out is looking better and feeling better, right? If you're going to a workout class and it's hard as shit, it's not fun. It sucks. They're screaming at you the whole time. When you're done, you get a runner's high. And you're calming down, your heart rate's lowering, and you feel fucking better. Like, I'm not going in to be like, yeah, I really just want to be able to talk to my friends and go on a bike. Like, at that point, just go on a walk.
Goddamn room. It's ridiculous. The class isn't as inclusive as people who are too overweight cannot join the...
You can't hate it, though. Some people won't do it. I get that. But, like, then it's not even really like this is getting them in shape. It's more the primary benefit is, like, money, right? This is getting people to sign up for a gym membership and classes versus actually getting in better shape. And yes, it introduces them to the gym world, but it's like, if this is all they're doing it, because there is a...
Swapping a few stories and then just getting back on the move.
Hi guys, it's break time. We have one rat down, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of work for one rat. Like, this is some thick ass jungle at points. We've been through, I don't know, thick, almost like scrubby stuff. We've been through large elephant grass. We've been
Why don't they breed them? I feel like rats fuck like crazy now. Same thing with like rabbits. Like, why don't you like just capture like fucking 10 of them and then breed them?
The cacao trees here are everywhere, but nearly every pod that we passed has been ripped open, destroyed by the rats. It's pretty clear that these things aren't just food, they're also a problem. So the local farmers love it when these hunters are out and about trying to get
so yeah, I forgot. It's like a pest control thing.
rid of them. We push on past old farmhouses, stopping along the way every now and then to gather mushrooms and nuts that we might use for cooking later.
Hi guys, I think we've come to a clearing. I can hear the river just like raging behind us. So we've started to sort of collect small branches and trees. I think the deal is I make up some plates. And I don't really know how we're gonna cook up these rats. I suppose we need a fire.
To begin the cooking process, the rats...
I would be so nervous to start a fucking controlled fire in the middle of a jungle. Like, I know I would burn that shit to the ground.
We have two rats just kind of roasting on sticks over this fire right now, deep in the Sulawesi jungle.
And they roast away until every last hair has kind of been singed off. And at this point, you could probably just eat them right away. But we've got a fair bit more prep to go because these guys take even their jungle meals pretty seriously.
These guys are blackened to a crisp and they are cooking away.
Now that the rat is cooked, they get large sections of bamboo, just really wide chunks of it, and start beating it into strips with a machete. They leave just enough fiber in between the different strips to hold it together, and it can be sort of unrolled.
Oh my god, are they gonna like... Wait. Are they gonna like oven bake the fucking rats? Like over the flame? Maybe not.
Tree branches are then lashed together with vines, the bamboo mat.
Or like rotisserie, they're making like a makeshift fucking rotisserie thing.
Is laid on top.
Oh, no.
Some banana leaves are added, and
I'm guessing terribly.
You've got this kind of really cool setup, this jungle table of sorts. Meanwhile, 4 short sections of branch are hammered into the ground beside the fire to form a stand that's going to hold a pot for cooking rice. Another section of bamboo is used to sort of split open, creating these large water containers and a makeshift chopping board along the way.
This looks so complex. Oh, I think it is going to be like, not like an oven, but they're doing like, I think they're trying to transfer some of the, I guess the taste from, they said the banana leaves to the rats.
On the table.
Maybe package it up.
Oh, it's like a little chopping board. It's genius.
The rats are chopped into pieces. They're given a good rinse to just wash off that ash. Then we begin preparing the rest of the meal. They slice shallots, local herbs, lemongrass, and toss in some mushrooms that we gathered along the way earlier. Chilies and garlic.
Turns out they're hallucinogenic.
Garlics are mashed together in this rough.
That'd be an experience, dude. You're like, oh, yo, actually, rat's not that bad. Why do you have 3 eyes?
Wild mushroom salad going on the side. This chili mix spread out on top.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're doing a whole fucking buffet.
Kind of a wild dressing, but
I could get behind the rat eating, chat. I could get behind it. I think the bat was a no-go for me. The skin looked disgusting, but the rat doesn't look that bad. I think because they already took out all the organs and they're just like roasting the meat. So it's just meat, and they're doing like crazy ass dude, they're like doing all their own handmade rice. They're doing fucking all these herbs and spices they're throwing in. They foraged mushrooms.
Every
long day till you're fucking starving.
Is then pushed into these long, thin bamboo tubes. Those
okay.
are set against a rack that's made next to the fire. And after about another 15, 20 minutes, this elaborate meal is finally ready to eat.
I don't know. That makes me not like it anymore. The like aggressively like pushing it out of the tube and it just making that like plop noise.
I know, in fact, that this is standard Indonesian jungle fare. We have this crazy rat salad cooked in bamboo.
As long as they didn't do the bamboo thing, I would eat it. I would try it either way. Oh, you're going the whole fucking day. You're rat hunting, bro. I would have to taste it.
I don't know, maybe it's like a rat curry. We're gonna see how it's done.
Oh, this looks good with these guys going in for it.
All right, these guys are loving it. Usually I ditch the hands thing, but we are hardcore going primal in Indonesian
like,
jungle.
what is that? Is that like its torso?
Kind of like stomach section of rat here. It has intestines inside it. There's a
No, I thought they took them out.
First thing hits you, that is smoky and that is spicy. Wow, I think I need the rice to cut that. It's salty as well. The flavor itself of the meat, surprisingly hard to get, at least on that initial bite. Let me try and get another bit. These guys are really chowing down. They're like moving cold quick.
Damn, do people eat squirrels a lot too? I know people eat squirrels. I've never seen somebody eat a squirrel though either.
This half the stable's already vanished. Really, really good. It's a ton of effort. I'm not sure it's worth the 3 hours trekking, having to hunt these.
Yeah, I don't know about 3 hours to get fucking 3 rats worth of food.
Things out of the trees, cooking them yourselves. I definitely just go to Tomahawk.
Could have just gone to the market, bought them for $6.
Market, buy 300,000. Best deal out there. Check it out if you're ever in town, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah, if I'm ever in town, I'll definitely go to the meat market and grab the 3 rat pack.
Jungle rats, pretty good. Oh, these guys love it. All right, now
that was such a fun video to watch. Like that took some turns I did not think it would take. When it was just the meat market, I was like, oh, they're probably gonna sell like poisonous animal. No, it's just bats and rats. Chat, I gotta piss real quick, then we're hopping to the next. The horrors of DoorDash.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming on sundown because today we're going to be talking about food delivery drivers. I did some DoorDash this weekend, Nick. That's why we're doing this. Let me tell you, the whole operation, the whole DoorDash, the whole food ordering app industry, it's got to change.
Oh, I love it. I think it's very inefficient and also fucks over the food drivers. But being able to DoorDash or Uber Eats food at any moment is sick. It's overly expensive for sure. Yes. But I don't think that here's where I think it works is if you're ordering a large amount of food. If you're using DoorDash and you're ordering like $60 of food, it's probably worth it. But if you're ordering lunch, you're going to spend as much money on food as you are for it to get delivered. And that's when it's a waste.
For centuries, if you wanted to eat a meal, you either had to go out to a restaurant or cook the goddamn thing yourself. Today, however, you can place an order to a seemingly endless list of restaurants and have it.
Who the f is ordering ice cream on Uber Eats? That shit is showing up fucking liquid. You're going to be drinking that. Me? You've ordered ice cream on fucking Uber Eats? Yeah, then your DoorDash driver hits you with a, Oh, Ron has a couple stops along the way. He'll be there soon. Ron just picked up your milkshake. He'll be there in about 35 minutes. Oh, awesome. It'll be warm.
You can place an order to a seemingly endless list of restaurants and have it
to refreeze it
at your door without lifting a finger until you have to grab the bag. Well, many of us indulge.
I wouldn't even be pissed at the guy, bro, if he did that. Like, I couldn't be mad at him. I'm so serious. I would just be like, bro, you're good. I'm gonna refund that shit on Uber Eats or DoorDash. Like, don't even worry about it.
Well, many of us indulge in this.
Oh, I'd feel so bad.
Service extremely often. We never stopped.
78% of Americans use food delivery services. Bro, really? I'm definitely ordering more than 3.7 times per month.
We never stop to think about people who have to deliver the goods, right? We never take time to think about these drivers. I don't think about those things. You know, also, I started noticing that after a while, they started taping the bags. It's because motherfuckers are probably...
Yeah, opening that shit up and eating out of it. They be putting tape over the drink caps now. That makes me feel safer, like somebody didn't just fucking poison my shit. Or yeah, no, when the bag ever looks like crumpled or fucked with, I'm like, that's weird.
But that's why if you're a pro, you got your own stickers in bags to replace stuff.
I thought that you were gonna have your own utensil that you're able to squeeze in the bag and Mission Impossible the fry out of the bag or something. Being a delivery driver, whether it's on DoorDash or Instacart.
I've had a DoorDash driver before, or it might have been Uber Eats. It only happened once, but he picked up my order and never delivered it. Just ate that shit. This was probably like 3 years ago. I remember being so pissed. I was like, he just never delivered it. He fucking picked up the order, and then it was like 5 minutes. He was driving, and then he just disappeared. And it said order delivered. And there was no picture, no food. And I contacted him. I was like, he didn't fucking deliver that shit. Other people are always hungry. Yeah, no, and I got the money back, so, you know, if you want to eat it, eat it. But, like, I mean, he's going to get fired.
You don't make a lot of money, and then it's all based on tips, and then if people don't tip.
It's based on tips, and here's the problem of being a driver, is it's based off tips, and the tips are based off order price. So if you're a fucking DoorDash driver, you want people ordering, like, $80, $90 worth of food, because then they're going to tip you, you know, $15, $20. But most of the time, you're going to be getting orders that are like $20. They're tipping $5, and you have to drive so many miles that you have to go there with increased gas prices. You're not breaking even. You're still profiting, but you're making like less than minimum wage in certain moments. You tip delivery drivers in the U.S.? Yes. If I order, I usually tip whatever's recommended. So, like, they have a sliding scale where if you have a cheaper order, they try to get you, they recommend you to tip like 24%. Or something, but if your order's more expensive, then they get you to tip less. Why? Well, because it's like, if I order $150 of food, I'm not going to tip you $45 to deliver it, right? It's one bag. I'm going to tip you like $25, $30. Like, because I'm giving you like, you know, money to deliver it fucking 6 miles, 8 miles, however far it is. But if I order like a Chipotle burrito, I'm not going to tip you 10%. Because then you're getting like $2. I'm going to tip you like $10. So I'm basically paying for like half of the order. So they have that. If you've ever used it, which most people have, 78% of Americans, you see they have a sliding scale on tip guesses.
Tip you get.
Dog $30? Yeah. Bro, keep in mind, I also, dude, I have my own, opinions on tipping. And I think in the U.S., it's like a shitty situation where like, people aren't getting paid because the business doesn't want to pay them, so they work off tips. So it's like, oh, well, if we don't tip them, then they'll get paid later on. Like, yeah, if every single person stopped tipping people would have to fucking up the pay of waitresses and waiters, but that's not the system we live in, so I always say just tip. But I'm also in a situation that I tip more than the average person just because I make good money. Like I'm averagely tipping like 25% at a restaurant. But I'm not going to say, because I'm like, why am I being stingy? High cortisol activity, low cortisol 2026.
Recently, there has been a trend on TikTok of people saying they are now choosing to only have female Instacart drivers deliver their goods because male drivers keep messing up their orders. One woman gave her driver a super simple list asking for 1 pack of toilet paper, 1 pack of towels, and 1 pack of chicken. Despite the app stating that the man scanned a pack of chicken, what she got was 240 red Solo cups.
No, that's so funny though. That is fucking hilarious. 240 red Solo cups. Oh my God, you're gonna be playing Pong for like 10 years.
A refund. You know what? In a situation like this, though, do you not just think that I'm doing multiple jobs at one time and I gave you the wrong bag?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Because they might have 3 bags in their back. They might have 3 bags in their back car, and somebody ordered that, and now some other dude's getting paper towels. Oh my God. Wow. This woman wants toilet paper, paper towels, and chicken. She gets red Solo cups. Meanwhile, there's a party full of people that are waiting on red Solo cups to be able to play drinking games, and they just get like toilet paper and raw chicken. Don't worry, guys. The red Solo cups will be here anytime.
Sorry, dude, but I'm not a feminist, and I like men a lot. And I think, dude, if a man goofs up, you have to give him 75 chances.
It's true. Women, one.
Women, none. You have to be perfect at all times. In another instance, a male shopper was tasked with getting a customer a tub of Neapolitan ice cream. After claiming they didn't have the brand she wanted, he sent multiple blurry pictures of what they had, only for it to be very clearly in stock. There's none. It's a fucking buffoon, man. I couldn't tell you. You have Ben & Jerry's? No, the fuck to the left. I see it in the picture, in your blurry picture. It's right to the left.
Well, aren't there a lot of like grocery stores and shit now where like Uber Eats and DoorDash drivers, they don't even do the shopping. Like a worker at Walmart has the job of DoorDash and they fill the bags and then the worker just shows up and goes, I'm here for blank. They pick up the bag and leave. That's the best system because then they're less likely to fuck it up. Because if a guy's job is to just fucking search for items, he knows the store, he knows where stuff is, it's quicker as well.
While staying at an Airbnb in Miami, a group of girls ordered a long list of basic groceries and necessities for their upcoming stay. When the order was marked as delivered, they expected to find it on the porch. When they opened the door, however, they found the driver simply tossed all the groceries all over the picket fence and left. What are we not seeing though in this? What are we not saying? We're not having the full picture on his side. Like I bet you think he's just like, can I?
Whole ass grocery order, bro. Like I don't know. I feel like there's like a level of it's different if you're like you have a disability or there's a reason you can't. But like, bro, why are we doing an entire week's worth of food on DoorDash? Like, I'm just go to the grocery store. You know, I think it's different. Like, it's a level of convenience where it's like, fuck, I don't have time. I'm going to order lunch. But, like, just go to the grocery store. Just go to the grocery store. If you're getting fucking $300 worth of fucking, or not $300, like $160 worth of groceries, go to the grocery store. Ron, yeah, literally, bro, Ron doesn't they don't grocery shop. The core guys just order all of their fucking food all the time on DoorDash. I can't believe he did that. He ordered a head of lettuce, and that's it. A head of lettuce. Imagine being the DoorDash driver that delivered that to Ron yesterday. You pull up. Oh, I'm here for this order. Oh yeah, here you go. It's just a bag of lettuce. I've had multiple instances where I've gotten in an Uber. I told you all about this the other day. I got in an Uber XL. I order an Uber XL. I pay for an Uber XL. Uber shows up in a van. I go, fuck yes, dude. We got enough space. We could all sprawl out. Open it up. The back part is for fucking luggage. It's a fucking 3-seater van. And I'm like, hey, we ordered an Uber XL. The guy goes, literally. So we get in. We lap up. Right? We got fucking 5 people in a 3-seater back seat. Grown-ass motherfuckers. And then 1 person in the front. And the whole time I'm like, this guy is like actually just breaking Uber rules. Like he's picking up more expensive Ubers when he doesn't have a car that fits that many people. Gave him a 4-star. Worst Uber rating I've ever given was a 3-star, and it was because the guy was actually falling asleep at the wheel. I just feel bad. I gave a comment on that one. On both of them, actually. The 4-star one, I was like, car was too small. The one dude, he was biting his finger to stay awake. It was like 1 a.m. We Ubered back, and I get, bro, you know, motherfuckers need to hustle and make money, but, like, you're going to kill someone. He was, like, swerving into the rumple strips, and he was going like this. Like, biting his thumb to stay awake.
I have a feeling that it's just people that are just doing the Instacart. I think they're picking up too many jobs at one time. Also, is there probably more men that are doing this job than women? I feel like whenever I've ever had I don't think I've ever had a female DoorDash person. That doesn't mean they don't exist. I'm just saying.
No, I get female DoorDash people all the time. I feel like men Uber at a much higher rate. Like, if I have an Uber driver, there's like a 90% chance they're a guy.
And that thinking about it now, it's usually a middle-aged man.
My guess is men, if they don't have...
It's usually a middle-aged man. It's usually a middle-aged man with lighting like this. And the photo of their face just like heavy difference. But if you've ever been to a gym, there's a heavy difference between people that work out at a gym and have a gym membership and people that take gym classes. Every gym I've ever been to, the second the class is over, everyone leaves. They show up and stand in front of the fucking class and wait for the class start. The second the class is over, they leave. They don't work out before, they don't work out after, right? So whatever they're getting there is all they're getting. So if instead of actually having them work out and you're making them have fun, like, yeah, they're burning 100 calories, that's fucking 4 Oreos, bro. They're going to go home and gain that right back. Like, they're not actually getting any substantial, you know, meaning out of this.
Class due to the potential safety risk. Fall on the goddamn ground like a sack of bricks. Many classes list the weight limit as 240 pounds, with some allowing 300-pound participants. The more weight, the higher potential for damage being done to the structural integrity of the building. One class even apologized
Structural integrity of the building.
to people who were too big to join, explaining that they had consulted engineers about reinforcing the building, but were told it wasn't possible. That would be in that category. Oh, okay.
Do you think that was just instructors telling people they couldn't? Just like, sorry, we had engineers come out, we can't.
Yeah, an engineer, a guy who built the building, said that the building will literally break. It'll cause the building to break. Me and all these petite people, we're gonna jump around for a bit. You can watch, but don't move. Dear God, don't move. Despite that, it's still super popular and has a long list of benefits, including building muscle, improving posture, better balance, and weight loss. Sometimes it's good to step back and separate yourself from all the insanity of some workout classes and go back to the classic, like yoga. As you can imagine, however, some people are not satisfied with just basic yoga classes. They can spice things up with
It's supposed to be like meditative. It's supposed to be like, it's not supposed to be stimulating, like mentally. I feel like it's something where you're like, hey, you're going to sit in this pose for 5 minutes. Why are we adding fucking farm animals into the, what?
Goat yoga. It's exactly what it sounds like. Yoga with goats. People claim that it's great for lowering stress and strengthening your core. There's also goats in the room. What they don't tell you is that the major risk of being in the close proximity of a farm animal is people regularly get peed and pooped on.
Oh my God.
Which has led to having some asthma attacks or even vomiting. There's also a goat in the room. Not to mention,
starts pissing on your back. I mean, that, like, yeah, that's really going to make me want to come back to the goat yoga set.
Goats are extremely stubborn and will,
when the goat starts fucking dry humping my back and starts pooping on me,
bite, ram, and climb all over you, leaving bruises and cuts from their hooves. The craze was super popular roughly 10 years ago and has been going strong since then, with multiple ranches being
surely there's got to
built for the...
Bro, why is that one's butthole so out? There's surely got to be a better animal for yoga. What's like a better animal for yoga than a goat? Like a capybara? I feel like that's hard to obtain. Cats? No, they wouldn't even, like, maybe a dog. I feel like a dog. Like, get, like, specially trained dogs and then do yoga with them. I feel like cats would be bad. They wouldn't want to be, maybe if they were really friendly cats.
Sole purpose of goat yoga.
And just want to, like, jump on people.
There's also a goat there.
Do you think the instructor's a goat too?
I would be pissed if not. I walked in the class and there wasn't a goat with a little head.
Alligator yoga? Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we change the yoga? See, this is what I would rather have. We're going to do a yoga class, right? But you're going to be on, like, a raised platform 7-8 feet off the ground. And in the bottom of the area is going to be a loose saltwater crocodile. That's like 10 feet long, 20 feet, or 15 feet long, 1,000 pounds. It hasn't eaten all day. If you fuck up the pose and give up, they lower you 5 inches. And every time you mess up, they get you closer and closer to the crocodile.
Another weird form of yoga is laughter yoga, which hardly involves any yoga at all. It's basically just a string of simple breathing exercises.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I can't hang out. I got laughter yoga later. I'm going to go sit in an office room with some random person and just go,
It's usually done standing and uses a lot.
That pisses me off.
A lot of ridiculous hand movements. Most of the hand movements are used as a warm-up before a series of creepy laughing exercises.
Yes. Hi, my name is Vicky.
You don't understand the premise of laughter yoga. Hey, my name's Joe. Everybody starts laughing. The fuck's funny?
And I have breast cancer. And I have breast cancer.
The supposed benefits include better
What? Nah, that isn't real. They like share like issues or trauma in their life and they just laugh at each other.
cardiovascular health and boosting your immune system. It can even be used as a coping mechanism for stress or anxiety.
Put your hands like this, and we're gonna unzip with a sound. Gonna open it up. Take your brains.
There's somebody in the crowd that's taking it way too serious. They're actually like peeling their skin off their head. They just see it in the back. They start bleeding. Just in the back. You're like, what is that noise?
You see it? And now wash.
This exercise has a very cult-like following. Many who practice it believe
TED Talks have lost the plot. Is this new?
it can cure almost anything.
What the fuck?
That's never good. A lot of people work out to benefit their sex appeal, and alternatively, some people want to incorporate sex into the workout itself. Aerotraverse Fitness mixes erotic hip thrusting with core and pelvic floor training. Classes involve women rolling out on a yoga mat and performing all sorts of
What?
erotic movements.
People are paying for
You
this?
can expect anything from grinding, dry humping, and twerking to be performed in this classroom. It's awesome. The whole purpose is to promote.
Just in a whoa! The following footage is workout tutorials. This is an instructor. There's dry humping.
Holistic sexual wellness and health, which claim to make your sex life better.
Yo, what are
People believe
we
that this specific
doing, bruh? This is more than just a workout, man.
type of
This
exercise
is-
brings them closer to their partners and is spiritually enriching, equating to a healthier body and soul. It is extremely popular in countries like Russia, where content creators post TikToks that gain millions of views. Most of the comments think that the whole thing is weird. However, there are a few that get sucked in. Does anybody want to grind on Mikolov?
Yo, this is surely somewhere where only women instructors exist. If you pull up, yo, I'd be mad. I gotta say that. Like, if you had a significant other that was like, yeah, I'm going to this workout area, I'd be like, what do you do? And they're like, dry hump the ground. And the instructor, I'd be like, really? You're paying for a class. I feel like it's different if it's like the instructor's like at the front of the class doing it and all the people are just like dry humping the mat. But if the instructor's like, nah, let me help you with that. Whoa.
Wait till you hear about sexercise. The main purpose of this workout is allegedly
New pose unlocked. Never seen this before.
to strengthen couple bonding, allegedly. If you can actually sit down and watch a workout video, you'll see that it's basically just borderline with clothes on, Miss Tybo. A lot of exercises involve the woman climbing on top of the man or the woman being lifted in some kind of convoluted way, you know. There's also lots of grinding and even overtly
This is at a Planet Fitness. This is insane.
sexual positions, but because people are lifting or stretching with clothes on, it's considered exercise. Within the community, they even use sexual terms like quickie to describe quick workouts. Some coaches literally use sex positions as work.
What is the woman gaining from this?
Coaches literally use sex positions as workouts and have people do crunches or stretch while in that position. Everyone who practices exercise claims it's a good way to work out and get close with your partner, but it seems like actually just having sex would be a more effective.
Bringing sexy back. 5th annual Valentine's Day sexercise workshop. You know there's people that are soft pitching an orgy. At the 5th annual sexercise, there's somebody that's like just slow while reading the room. Kind of thinking of doing like we all leave our keys in a bowl of sorts. Just to like kind of like hang out. Oh, so a swingers part? No.
Workout for couples.
Well, I mean, like what would you? How would you perceive that?
bond with each other unless it's a whole like peacocking thing where it's like, let them look. Where's the thrill? When it comes to workout classes, nothing is as cult-like as Soul Cycle. Soul Cycle is a boutique.
Soul Cycle's big. Soul Cycle's really big.
Indoor cycling class that was founded in 2006, was started from humble beginnings, evolved into.
But I think that Soul Cycle makes sense in that, like, they're hard cycling.
An empire ranking in a net worth of over $100 million during their peak in the mid-2010s. The classes themselves aren't just cycling. They're high-intensity workouts that include a variety of dance choreography, too. It's absurd.
Inside the world's scariest meat market. Is that real?
North.
Why does that look like a doll?
Sulawesi's markets are just on this completely other level. People call it Asia's most extreme market for a reason. This is like the final boss of extreme food culture. I've never seen anything quite like it.
This is pure amount of madness.
Even Indonesians from outside this.
I feel like I'm not really okay. I've never eaten a bat before. Would I try it? Yeah, I would try a bat, but like I feel like in a crazy exotic meat market would be like some shit that's poisonous. If they were selling like Fuji or whatever it is, like fucking puffer fish, no, not getting that. That's how you get COVID, dude. Then I'd be patient zero.
Downright terrified of this place. It is
Fugu, not Fuji.
Known to have everything you
That was just a duck.
can imagine. Cats, dogs, rats, pythons, and endless numbers of bats.
All right, hard pivoting what, yeah, okay.
I gotta be honest, guys. I don't know if any of this ever makes it on.
Would you eat a dog? No. I'd eat a guinea pig. I would never eat a dog. I'd never eat a dog or a cat. I think that it's, obviously it's like different culturally how you view that animal, but I truly believe that like dogs and cats are basically bred to be human companions rather than food, so I don't think it even makes, not even just moral, but like logical sense to eat a dog. Would you eat a horse? I would try a horse. They serve, when I was in Iceland, I can't eat a horse, because I have alpha-gal. Anyways, I would try one, though, if I could. But, yeah, they have horse in Iceland. That was, like, a big thing on one of I went to, like, a big steakhouse, and they had they had steak, they had whale, they had horse, and then puffin. And I was like, wow, I'm not going to try that. And I wish I kind of did, because now I can't. Whale? Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't like whale. I don't think I would like eating whale. Puffin probably would just taste like chicken, and I would bet that horse just tastes like steak.
YouTube.
And what
I would bet horse tastes like steak.
What appeals to me
like
is
word,
that
word for word.
this isn't about some kind of crazy shock value. It's not some weird medical claim that's driving the appeal. It's not novelty for tourists. It's none of that. This is what people eat here for Christmas dinner.
In Tomahan, for Christmas, you
Oh, is this like festivity? Like this is like where people splurge.
eat like bat.
Yeah, we do.
Like that's the specialty.
Correct.
And what outsiders see as just completely insane, as extreme, is just everyday Minahasan culture. It's part of the tradition here that just never really modernized. So why does this still exist?
The wing is the best.
I mean, isn't it becoming more and more outlawed to eat like what would be considered Western pets in Eastern countries? Like, I feel like I've seen a lot of shit where it's like becoming more and more, I guess, normalized to just like not like, hey, don't eat that. Like, I know that's obviously a stereotype too, of like Asian people, which is just racist. But I'm pretty sure that's like in most Asian countries, that's like not even really a thing.
That's crazy.
It's the best bit. Yeah. In my family, everybody will just like, fights for the wings. Yeah, no kidding.
Here's my plan. We're going to check out a few of these markets to see if the food is actually mainstream or if these are just...
What do you think bat would taste like? Like a bird? I feel like it would taste... I feel like it would taste really bad. Like chicken, but like something's off. Like something's really not right. Like, just like a mixture of like chicken and turkey.
Few fringe stalls that are pushing this narrative on the rest of the world.
Crocodile? I've eaten crocodile or alligator.
And I'm gonna
I never know which I've eaten.
push myself to the limits, of course, by trying this stuff out at a local restaurant. Check it out.
I think a dog would be the line for me. I would try like horse, I'd try guinea pig, I'd try rat, bat. I couldn't eat something that like I have as a companion. You know, I would not be able to eat a dog. A cat? No, that's what I'm saying. Like anything that I would say I would classify as like a pet. Obviously guinea pig's a pet, but it's like I don't really have an attachment to like a guinea pig.
If I'm the only one there. And finally, we've got to head out to the source. We've got to trek into the jungle, try and find some locals to take us on a true hunt and see if we can see
What is that? Oh my god, just right over the flames.
how this stuff
Holy shit, just cooking him with his fucking organs in and
goes
everything.
down Sulawesi style.
It is pretty thick Sulawesi jungle, and for just some tiny ass little rats, it is wild.
How do you catch a rat in a jungle? I feel like I would starve to death in the wilderness in fucking days, bro. How does somebody catch a rat? I would be running around that thing. Like, you would have to set up a trap. Raccoons are becoming domesticated. I would love to own a raccoon. They're little bandits. Wait, where is this? Sulawesi. Have never seen this on GeoGuessr. In Indonesia. I never guessed that island.
Side of the road, bat vendor. Just like...
Oh my god, I could tell you right now, if you fucking spawn me on this goddamn road, I'm going Jakarta. If you spawn me on this road in GeoGuessr, I'm going, that looks like English, but I can't understand any of it. There's no special characters. It just looks like I'm reading gibberish. That's how you know that you're in Indonesia. Because it's like, okay, Babi Utang, Patolo, I don't know what I'm reading.
My kind of jam, Just roadside, retailing bats. Boar, python, bats, frogs. Well, hello.
Ooh, I'd eat frog, no problem.
They're skewered on sticks like some kind of popsicle from hell.
What an entrance to a market. We didn't even get there yet. We just saw this roadside guy just hanging out here. I have bat blood dripping all over my hands, but if you ask me, that is a good start to the morning. Let's go. All right, good morning.
All right, we're going to get a taste test here. I wish we had like a Disney adult go to one of these markets. All right, guys, so the market's going to close in under an hour. Are we going to be able to see how many bats we're going to be able to eat in the next 30 minutes? Like, are we going to be able to make the rides in the next hour?
People, we are in the Tamahon market, which is well known.
I'm looking for a few items that I don't know whether or not they're going to have.
Well,
first off, fugu. Poisonous fish.
Or has the reputation of being...
Are those eggplants?
One of the craziest meat markets in Asia. I gotta admit, so far, it is beautiful. But we're about to step into the meat section, which of course is where you beeline to when you hit an Asian market.
I would act like I'm an expert. I'd wander around. I'm staring at a dead bat. I'm just like, hands behind my back. I'm just kind of pacing like, how much? Ooh. Ooh.
Crazy. Woo. That did not take long.
Yeah, I'm happy he blurred that.
As we hit the corner of the market, there are some blackened out roasting dogs. There's pigs everywhere. There's a dude carrying around a tray of, is that rats? Or squirrels? That's rats?
Oh my god. Do you think they're seasoned?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro, like I could not, like I'm not, oh my god, I don't think I could eat that. I know I'm stuttering. I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh, if you guys know anything about me, you know I'm very much a rat
I don't
fan.
think I could eat that. I would try it, but like, dude, I would want you to just hand me a piece of meat and just be like, tell me if this tastes good. Don't tell me what fucking animal it is. I don't want to see the whole dead rat and be like, all right, I'm going to buy it on a stick.
Of the market, there are some blackened out roasting dog squirrels. That's rats?
Yeah.
Wow. If you guys know anything about me, you know I'm very much a rat fan. I don't know why it's become this kind of like sick addiction. Jungle rat here in Sulawesi is a huge, huge thing. But we're going to venture a little bit deeper into this market, see what else we can find.
The second you step in, it is just absolute sensory overload. There's not one or...
Oh my god, I love that guy. Smoking a cigarette, just fucking cleaving away at this hunk of meat.
Absolute sensory overload. There's not one or two stalls here Every
Oh,
vendor
they're all doing it.
is just stacked with jungle fare. And one thing mainly jumps out. Bats. They are everywhere. They're stacked on trays, they're hanging on hooks. Vendors are flapping them about to try and attract customers.
Oh my God, guys, I don't think I've ever seen a market like this. This is pure and utter madness. It's just like, we are 2 steps in. I thought I'd have to hunt down the exotic meat, but this is like next level.
And the sight is wild. But the smell is what really brands it. Just burning hair, charred skin, blowtorches, firing up the...
Yeah, like, I don't want to say are they overcooked, but the bats are char black. Are they not cooked and they look like that? Like, I'm gonna be real. I don't think I've really ever seen a bat close up in real life. I know they have like fur, but you only see them in the sky.
Second an order lands.
We have huge pythons hanging from this structure. The boar is everywhere. Obviously, not that common in Indonesia. I'm so used to not finding pork in Indonesia at all, but this is a Christian area, not Muslim, so there's plenty of wild boar everywhere, just like hair on, and wow, there's some big...
That lady had a Gucci shirt on.
That's right here.
You think that shit was real? It's a little B-roll. She kind of looks disgusted by that.
That is wild. Oh, wow. All right, guys. That, I've got to admit, is kind of gnarly. Just the texture, the kind of wetness on my skin.
Oh, God, it's wet?
The like mini claws that are biting into my hands. The rubbery nature of it. It is just like one ugly looking creature. I guess we do like the
Is that its penis?
locals do. We buy a couple of these bad boys and we got to cook one up.
Do you think the wings kind of taste like chicharrones?
So this is how they
Could get behind that.
normally sell it. So the same like that, slightly roasted.
Yeah.
So it's easily they will, when someone's coming in here and buy it, that will be clean all the stomach part.
Yeah.
That's it. And then sometimes you can ask them to chop it or not, just like this.
Oh, you don't eat the wings?
He's taken off the wings, and I think he's going to give it a quick blowtorch so that it ends up a bit more like these guys hanging out down here.
The hair singed right off with a blowtorch.
Okay, there seems to be a pretty specific set of features that we roasted down, like the claws, like the hair right off the body. What we have now is just like naked bat.
And then it's broken down. Shoulders cut, chest pried open.
How much do you think the back costs?
What's left
$5
is hacked.
and they'll eat it and they'll go, oh, and they'll fall asleep or something. But it's like not like it's a bit, but it's like, dude, like they're getting paid, and so it promotes that. But it's like, you know, I get why they do it. Like, I don't think they're in the wrong, but it just sucks.
James
Because it's like now there's no motivation. Like it's like, hey, now we're getting money to eat like shit.
On Instagram, and she loves to share what she eats in a day, and actually starts every single day with a donut dipped in milk, just to make sure that she has the worst possible breakfast every morning.
Kayla for the 1,000 buddies. I don't eat the best that I could stand to lose some weight. I just finished Kate watching. This makes me want to start a diet tomorrow. I mean, if you want to diet, you want to diet. I have no problem with I don't make fun of people for their weight and how they look. I always say, as long as you're healthy, that's what matters. You know, outside of that, if your blood test comes back and your blood pressure's fine, who gives a fuck? You know, like that's what matters, right? If your cholesterol levels are fine, if your blood level's fine, whatever, you know, like somebody being like slightly overweight, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But like morbid obesity is different, where if it's like you're like 5'8" and 400 pounds, like that's like putting stress on your heart. Like you're gonna die when you're 35, right? Like that's the difference. I would assume you're still fine. Like I still eat cake. I still eat, you know, the fucking, what are those gancitos? Those are fucking good as hell. I eat those too much. But like, dude, like you can, I would say the biggest thing is like having a week's worth of calories. Like you have to fit that, like having, you know, 3 days of eating really healthy and then having a day where you have a bowl of ice cream or cake or something, that's fine. It's just like, you need a match. Like there has to be a level of consistency. And then you have days where you could take like, hey, I'm going to eat a bunch of cookies or brownie or whatever it is, you know? Doncito mentioned, those are good as fuck, man.
Iced chocolate milk. Like, look at that.
Looks like a dry ass. Look at that. Looks like a dry ass fucking baked good. Oh my god.
Like,
That does not.
look at that.
Well, it's a good thing she got sugar-free syrup because I was just thinking she was eating a lot of food, but that should balance it out.
And why are we dipping everything in milk?
Oh my god. These cookies are amazing.
I don't know. I think it shouldn't. How do you fix this, right? Because it's like, if they're making these videos that are a minute long and they're getting paid for them, you know, they're making fucking $100 a video. Like, why would they not want to do it? But you can't demonetize that because they're not really breaking TOS. Like, they're just eating food. The shits are insane. Oh my god, the diarrhea, bro.
Oh my god.
Straight diarrhea. Going into that bathroom. Liquid shits. Liquid shits later, bro.
She says she's starving.
It's on this level of self-harm. Yeah, but you can't. No, you can't. No, because if somebody... You can't, no, you couldn't put that in TOS because it would be discriminatory. Because then if I on stream ate 10 Twinkies, people would be like, damn, that's bad. Like Jinxie. Jinxie lost the Roblox 1v1 with me. He drank a 2 liter of Sprite. That's like 300 grams of sugar. That's self-harm. It's not TOS, but it's like, if you see somebody that's morbidly obese doing it, then it's now considered that. Like, you know what I mean?
Despite eating about 2 days worth of calories, and honestly...
Roblox? Oh, no, Rocket League. Sorry.
It isn't surprising.
It's because I was playing Roblox with Steak.
And for one, when you're that big, you're going to need more food to feel full because her stomach will be physically larger. And 2, she had...
I don't think it's the stomach. I don't think it's stomach physically being larger. It's you're not consuming an amount of food that's going to make you feel full. You're eating high caloric density, low dietary fiber foods. Your shits are going to be rock hard. You're always going to feel like you need more.
So many calories from sugar.
You're going to digest it so fast.
And carbs that her blood sugar will be spiking and then crashing, which is leading her to be more hungry.
Your stomach gets bigger. Yeah, when you eat amounts of food, it's volume.
Than if she ate whole meals and a high protein diet. The comments in this video weren't happy with her either. That's like 2 days of food. Stop making all this normal. There's
more than 2 days of food. It's like 5. It's like 6,000 calories.
Nothing normal. All this sugar is poison. Health is the most important thing we have. This is literally self-harm. Someone even commented defending her, saying that she isn't normalizing this much food, but the trouble is that she's doing exactly that. By posting these videos, there will be other people saying this who eat like her, and when they see other people doing it online, it...
Thought I was done eating for the night. You make me hungrier. Were those hard-boiled eggs topped with CC? Or deviled eggs?
People doing it online, it normalizes it to them and makes them feel like they don't.
You know the type of food videos that I like? Brooke put me on. It's this teacher that eats the most disgusting shit every day for fucking lunch, bro. She'll make like onion cups and like this pizza with like mayo on it. Oh my god, it's disgusting. But it's like interesting to watch because it's not unhealthy food. It's just stuff that's like, I don't want. Why? Courtney? Yeah, everybody just knew. Oh my god, it's so gross. It's like, it'll be like soup dumplings, and then just with like onion cups. I'm like, yo, that room has to stink. Like the students in that room when she breaks out her lunch Tupperware bin probably be like, what's her name? Yeah, I know her name's Courtney, but I need to like look up.
Wife did not.
Oh, here it is. Courtney Cook. I need to find one that's like gross because she does make good food, but like some of them, it's just like. Oof. It's like, oof.
Happy Monday. Okay, I have a big old sweet potato. Holy crap. Yeah.
This is just lunch.
Some green onions, some butter. Oh, Buddha K. What is that? Almost. Pick them up. Oh.
Just eating a potato. Just eating a potato and onions, bro. Like what is that called? Like a Baltic breakfast. I love watching those too. Some dude with just a bunch of onions and shit, and you just like just munching on them.
Won't need to change. If Brandy wants to literally kill herself eating that much food, then she should be allowed. But she shouldn't be allowed to be monetized on these platforms for it. And
I get that point where it's like you shouldn't be able to be paid for it, but I mean, there's so much worse shit that people get paid for on content. So.
Although Brandy only has 160,000 followers,
It's like if you demonetize this, you have to demonetize anything that's bad for you. And then like half of content in general is not monetizable.
Adi Gutierrez has almost double that follower count and seems to have an even worse diet.
What I ate today as a baddie. Cereal for breakfast.
I mean, again, she is just another influencer starting the day off with a massive bowl of sugar. I get cereal's convenient and a lot of people watching this video will probably eat it, but just take
Yeah, I used to eat cereal every day before school.
some time to look at
Some you got to grow out of though. I think like once you're out of high school and you're eating, you can't be eating like just straight like Cocoa Pebbles for breakfast. That's like a dessert thing. I eat cereal for dessert now. Starting of the day, bro, you got to be eating like egg whites, bagel, you know, some shit like that. Fruit if you want sugar. Not like, or cereal, yeah, like Weetabix. Or even like mini wheats, bro. Like that's like better. At least you're getting like good calories.
how much sugar is in your breakfast
Starting the day with a bowl of Trix
cereal, and I can guarantee you will be surprised. Like I said before, eating this sugary cereal is an awful start to your day and it'll just leave you feeling hungry later. And then to make things worse, she has about 4 portions of it in just that one bowl.
Good morning, baddies.
double Red Bull.
Sugar-free, of course.
Yeah, I gotta say, the original Red Bull flavor is fucking ass. It is so bad. And Red Bull did a great job marketing-wise with, like, relating Red Bull to, like, sports and, like, energy and, you know, even, like, most alcoholic drinks at bars, like mixed drinks, like shots and shit, when the director uses real bullets.
This is Alexei Kravchenko. He's 14 years old, and he's also not an actor. This is his first time on a film set. And this is not CGI. These are real bullets that are flying above his head. And these are real explosions that they're running from. And this is not a film set.
How the f did they get permission to make this movie? They got this kid to agree to this? What are they doing? One take? Hey, make sure you actually don't stand up, by the way. You actually will die. I think I was going to watch... What's the name of this movie? Because I remember seeing this kid. This is a World War II movie. I feel like I was going to watch this. This is definitely on my watch list.
With real deadly parasites. This is a film unlike anything you've ever seen. Spielberg reportedly screened it before the making of Schindler's List, and Tarantino described it as the greatest World War II movie ever made. And what's even more insane is the story of how they made it. Very few people wanted this film to exist. It took nearly a decade and a very, very specific moment in history. This is Come and See.
Wait, it took a decade to make the film?
Chapter 1, The Brutality of War. Belarus, it's 1943. This innocent boy has just found something that will change his life forever. His name is Floria, and he's just dug up a weapon from a dead soldier. Little does he know, he's about to witness some of the most horrific things ever done to humanity.
Oh my god, I thought he was gonna like accidentally shoot his friend. Holy f
things ever done
just holding the gun so casually
to humanity. We follow him as he goes from extremely eager to join the war to being harshly affected by it and finally having the strong will to end it. The film then builds to a systematic massacre of an entire village. Civilians are herded into a barn based off of actual accounts. The doors are barred and the building is set on fire. And quite famously, the film includes these direct shots into the actor's face, where there's no escape from their misery. But Come and See is not like other war films. We don't follow a superheroic soldier or see any of the famous battles. Instead,
you're following a regular ass kid that lived through that time.
the film takes place within villages and families and children. And the film does not revolve around heroics, but the idea of human suffering and what war does to innocent people. It is equally horrifying every single time you see it. Yet at the same time, it's such a cinematic masterpiece. Everything in this movie brings you to full immersion in a way that modern cinema hasn't been able to quite replicate. And the story of how they made the film is just as interesting, if not more interesting, as the film itself. Chapter 2.
It's weird that it's a horror war film. I feel like this movie would make you cry. And I love a movie that can do that. I think those are not the best films, because like in my top 5 movies, none of them would be sad films. But I think a movie that can make you cry is probably the best film. That one of the best films you'll see. If like mid-film you're like actually bawling, like they genuinely moved you. Because for you to cry in a film, you have to actually believe the reality of it. And yes, this is based off actual accounts, so it's not really necessarily a documentary, but it's like taking off real world actions and things that occurred. But like when they rope you into a film to the point where you're so engrossed into them and the character that you cry when bad things happen, my God, that's cinematic master. That's the meme. Cinema.
There are 3 people that contributed most to this film that I think we should go over. First, let's discuss Elem Klimov, the director of the film. He was born in 1933 in Stalingrad, in what was then the Soviet Union. From an early age, he would experience the horrors of war, which he would use later in Come and See. During one of the city's most devastating battles, he, his mother, and his baby brother were forced to flee via raft through a burning river into the mountains. The city was ablaze up to the top of the sky. The river was also burning. It was night. Bombs were exploding, and mothers were covering their children with whatever bedding they had, and then they would lie on top of them. As a young boy, I had been in hell. This experience through hell would live with Klimov forever. Yet despite these beginnings, he eventually found his way into film. He started his career with comedies and satires. Nearly every film that he's made has faced some form of interference, delays, or even bans from the Soviet authorities. Yet despite the censorships, he would go on to make these types of films, until 1979, when something terrible happened. His wife, Larissa Shepitko, also an acclaimed filmmaker, had died in a car accident. And to say that her death had devastated Klimov is a gross, gross understatement. Shortly after her death, he fell into a deep depression, turned to alcohol, and created a 25-minute documentary honoring her legacy. And even more notably,
well, we talked about this previously too. When men lose their wives, they're much worse off statistically than women losing their husbands. Because when you think about it, who, as a man generally, the only people that truly like interact with you on a deep level are your mom and your wife, sometimes a friend. But I'm saying, like, men don't really open up to other men. They don't really have deep conversations with other men. And so it's a lot harder to lose that person when you have so few of those people. Women are not always, and I'm not saying this is applicable to all men and all women, but women generally can fall back on other women a lot easier than men can, because you don't have that stronger relationships with men. Women usually, at least from what I've seen, women tend to have a lot closer bonds than men do. And I'm not saying that men aren't friends or close friends with each other, but a lot of that shit doesn't get real deep, right? Guys get real deep when they get drunk, right? And you're like, man, I really love you, bro. You're like, you like truly care about me and I really fuck with that. You don't have that sober conversation with another male friend. Usually. You do at times, but most of those things, it's like you're drunk and you're like, I love you. Women will just have those conversations and talk about deep things, right? And guys will do that with their mom. Guys will do that with their wife, right? So it's like, that is horrible. He already lived a terrible life, and now he has to fucking lose his wife on top of that. And what, did that motivate him to make this film?
He never made another comedy again. All of his subsequent...
Wow. That's got to be really... That really hurt him then. Because I feel like people use comedy a lot of the time to get out of shitty situations and perceive shitty things in a better light. Like, a lot of the time you use jokes and comedy about fucked up things that happen to you because it makes you feel better about them. Yeah, it's a coping mechanism, making things funny. That's why, like, not all comedians, but, like, the people that you would deem as most funny in your life, a lot of the time went through shit because, like, top-tier comedians have to willingly joke about the stuff they went through.
Were repeatedly blocking his project, but he refused to compromise, and he knew the film was too important, that if he were to make it, it had to be done right. Finally, in 1985, something incredible happened. This is Hattin. It is a bone-chilling recount of the Hattin massacre, a massacre in which the Nazis locked an entire village into a barn and then set the barn on fire, with half of the inhabitants being children. The occupation of Belarus was one of the most brutal campaigns of World War II. Over 600 villages met the same fate. The book was formed from a collection of testimonies from those who somehow survived. This is the writer, Ales Adamovich. In June 1941, when the war came to Belarus, he was just 13 years old. After the war, Adamovich became a writer. Him and his co-authors would travel across Belarus, collecting real survivor testimonies. He ended up co-writing the novel Hattin, which would become one of the primary sources for Come and See. Several directors were pitched to adapt his stories, but Adamovich refused them all. He insisted that there was only one director who could do the material justice. Together, they would create something that didn't glorify war or turn it into an adventure story, but showed as it truly was. But even with Adamovich and Klimov's clear vision, the film remained censored for years until 1985, when the 40th anniversary of Victory Day finally gave them the opening they needed. They had the green light, but they still needed one more piece: the boy. Alexei Kravchenko was not an actor. In fact, he didn't care about the film world at all. He had only showed up to the audition to support his friend, who wanted the lead role. Kravchenko went along for moral support, nothing more. And it turns out he ended up being chosen. To prepare Kravchenko for the role, Klimov...
But why did they pick this kid that had no interest in acting to play a very...
Keys are fascinating. Here it goes.
So the first step is to learn spinning the coconut. Spin. They will do this for 10 days. Another interesting thing is like...
He'll just spin a coconut in front of their face for 10 fucking days until they pick up on that shit. Oh my God. Dude, that monkey's gotta be so confused for the first 3 days. Just fucking watching this guy spin a coconut right at his forehead.
They cannot focus for...
No, they have... Yeah, dude, they have low attention spans because they're babies. They need to be able to understand how to, detach the coconut from the tree.
A long period of time, right? So he said like only 2 to 5 minutes or less than that.
Oh, they only do this for 5 minutes? Oh, because he's doing this for 10 days, but they only do it in 5-minute intervals, and then he lets him go back and goes and grabs the other one.
That's all.
So it's like these short periods.
It's like Super Monkey Ball.
Periods of training.
Because they cannot focus, they don't want to be trained that long. Yeah, the well-behaved after training, he will sell like 15,000 baht.
15,000 baht for one monkey.
15,000 baht for one monkey.
All right, guys.
What do you mean he's selling the monkeys to like different farms?
Second step is now learning to hang on the tree.
The monkeys learn to use 3 limbs to twist while anchoring with the 4th.
Then it's just a matter of elevation. Day by day, the coconuts get higher and higher.
That was super quick and super impressive. He jumped right up there, nailed the 2 down. Cool.
I mean, this is impressive to watch.
Let's move on to class number 3.
Selection. The monkeys learn to select just the coconuts that contain water, typically by their color.
He's like ready to roll this one.
Business time.
Oh my God, guys, this guy is like clipping along. That's 2 coconuts down, 3 coconuts down. He is absolutely crushing this. 4 coconuts.
Nah, he's not supposed to spin those ones.
5. Last one.
Class 4 is safety. These monkeys actually learn to untie knots and tangles because at 50 feet up, no
Whoa.
human can climb up to save them.
Whoa.
Wow.
To untie knots and tangles because at 50 feet up, no
Whoa.
human can climb up to save them.
Whoa.
And he knew which part of the loop to climb through to untangle himself. Dude, I feel like humans would struggle with that. Like, I would not know which one to climb through.
Whoa. That was crazy. I've never been so impressed. That was absolutely crazy. 3 different types of tangle that are common, 3 different types of knots.
He's gonna untie that?
Essentially just, you know, standard.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. He's gonna untie that. Dude, that is like when your charger cord gets like fucking wrapped around somehow in like 10, or like you're trying to untangle earbuds.
Types of knot, essentially
Like
just,
corded earbuds. He's gonna fucking get through that.
you know, standard. It's
No
looped through itself. He's
way.
gonna loosen it up with his teeth and then climb right through. One that's just doubled over, he just undoes the entire thing with his hands. Whew. Whoa. All right, this guy's not a fan of me, but I am a fan of him. That was
Oh, does he want to attack him?
insanely impressive. All right, guys, we're loading up these monkeys. Very much vehicle trained. You see them hanging onto the side of all kinds of crazy contraptions driving around these areas. So it's time to go harvest some real coconuts.
Class 5. Time to get real. Let's move from the classroom to the...
See, they do get treats and shit. I don't know. Like, it's hard to gauge their happiness. It doesn't seem like they're being mistreated right now. They're just on a leash so they don't run away. But it's like, if they're being rewarded, they seem fine. I know, but it's also like, well, if you took them off the leash, would they run away? And then you could say that's fucked up, right? That they have them. But you could say the same thing about a lot of dogs as well that don't like follow their owners.
Coconut Grove.
What else would they be doing? In the jungle, probably doing the same shit for themselves. I mean, now they just have food provided for them, maybe better medical care. Because, like, if they get injured, they'll probably be like, go to a vet.
All right, guys, we're on our way to the monkey.
They live better than in nature. I think that depends on where they're selling them to. I think that's something that needs to be said because this is a training facility. I don't know if they're training them and then in-house using them. If they sell them off to a farmer that's now using them in like hurting them,
Monkey farm is kind of crazy.
that would be animal abuse.
Dogs coming along. 3 monkeys. They look pretty old, pretty well trained. These are obviously some veterans in the coconut trade. And yeah, I know. Just
Yeah, because like you would, the argument for it being fucked up is like, oh, because it's a monkey. But for like a border collie, it wouldn't. But border collies are also bred animals from, like, they didn't exist without humans.
kind of wild just watching them hold on. I guess it makes sense. But let's see how it goes down. Dog seems amped up as well.
They're taken out to...
I mean, getting the dog some exercise. Buddy can't just get, Buddy can't hitch a ride. We're making him run the whole fucking way.
Seems amped up as well.
Does he want to run the whole way through? There's a little space in there. I mean, you can sit in there.
They're taken out to actual coconut fields and they're worked in a 3-monkey rotation. They're not ready yet for the full-blown day's work of a working monkey, but they're getting...
Oh, see, I don't think they should be working like 8-hour shifts. I feel like they should work like an hour. And then they get to do whatever the fuck they want.
real experience in an actual field.
Yeah, I don't know if they should work an 8-hour. Like if you're making the monkey work a 9 to 5, I think that's probably animal abuse. I think that's crazy.
All right, guys, enough of
compensation for that. Yeah, they need a 401k and benefits.
The school, enough of the practice. Bowie, it is time for some actual harvesting, huh?
The 3 apprentices perform surprisingly well. They need constant coaxing.
That's a lot of fucking coconuts, man.
And their attention holds for just 1 or 2 trees before it drifts and they just can't be trained anymore. So that's why they're worked in rotation.
Oh my god, this is a huge tree.
At times, though, they're even working in parallel. Just
That's
2
like a 50-foot fucking tree.
monkeys up there in the trees, one working each tree, harvesting together.
Alright guys, it's crazy how tall this tree is. Like there's no way you'd be climbing up there. I mean, maybe you could if you had a death wish. But this monkey is making kind of short work of it. We are kind of having to call to him every now and then.
We work 9 to 5s though. Yeah, you also get benefits from your employer, and you're a human living in a society that like understands the idea of a 9 to 5.
It is crazy how high these things
You're choosing that.
are.
Like society chose that.
But he's on his like maybe 4th or 5th coconut right now. And yeah. Oh,
Yeah, the big issue is the monkey's not choosing to do it.
Here it goes.
That's where it's like, that's where people are going to argue whether or not this is abuse. Outside of that, it's like, it doesn't really seem like they're being mistreated.
Flying everywhere, these coconuts. I gotta admit, you gotta keep an eye on it. It is a little bit dangerous. He's just calling out to it. It's being a little bit choosy, a little bit picky, hunting around, finding the right coconut, and then just boom, spinning them around. They come down in short order. They fly everywhere. Again, gotta keep an eye on it. Just crazy though, how high this tree is. And I've got to admit how effective this has been so far. 1 tree, maybe 6 or 7 coconuts. Yeah, maybe I should keep an eye on this.
And it's really hard to not be impressed by what these guys can do.
It's 2026. It's 2026, chat. Jesus Christ. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. Give it a rest, bro. Come on, man. It's not funny anymore. It's not.
I don't know why. I was expecting took down, I don't know, 15, 20 coconuts in absolutely no time.
But like, how much are they selling? I know they're turning the coconuts into coconut water and then packaging, selling that. But like, how much do you think they're making off 1 coconut? Like, when the monkey rips a coconut off, falls to the ground, is that like 20 cents? Like, how much is that worth? Bro, the only other thing I worry about is like that motherfucker falling from the tree and dying. Like, obviously it's a smart ape. Like, it's probably not, but...
Pretty impressive how selective these monkeys are and how much you kind of trust them. Like, he'll call out to them, sort of push them to take the coconuts. But as soon as it seems like the monkey is done, like he's saying, this tree has only got unripe coconuts left, he's just going to trust the monkey, not really push the issue. Huh.
Later that day, we run into real working monkeys. They arrive just right.
Wait, those were apprentices. So this one's like seasoned veteran, been working the biz for 10 years. He's got a pension built up.
Riding on motorbikes, pulling up to a roadside pit stop. One of them's on the side of a trike, the other's just hanging onto the back of a motorbike like a school kid in Vietnam, catching a ride home.
Wow, and they just hang out with humans. Do you think they perceive the humans as different from themselves? I always wonder that about, like, apes. Like, if you lived with a bunch of gorillas, would they be like, this guy's weird? Or would they see you as one of them? Like, obviously, like, a cat would see you as different. But, like, if you're, like, a lot of apes are very similar to humans. Would they just be like, that's a big human? And he's kind of pale.
Up there is a monkey gathering coconuts. It's been going on for more than 400 years. God.
They've been doing this shit since the 1600s? Who was the first motherfucker to try and teach a monkey to grab a coconut? Wow.
It's just shredding through that tree in absolute seconds.
You think he...
I will say this is the most impressive thing that I've seen in 2026.
Very gentle while he's doing that. He's just like moving his hands like that. Not even...
We are only 9 days in.
Shouting or anything.
Right, the monkey just doing what it does.
Yeah. He said like the monkeys already know what to do, but he also like help to guide a little bit too. So.
Like this seems to be far more working monkeys than the ones that we saw getting trained up. They don't have to sort of yell at them that much.
Andrew Fraser gets knocked out by falling coconut. Wow, these monkeys really are very fascinating. Oh! Just fucking one bonks him right on the head. Unripe, too. Just a hard green coconut. It's gotta be, in the 400 years of them doing this, there has to be a colorblind monkey that really sucks at this and just fails out of the coconut school.
And these two are big adult males. They make the apprentice monkeys look like they're on training wheels. They're huge, strong, and they just blitz through trees.
Oh, these are like they're not even adults. These are like teenage monkeys.
Strong, and they just blitz through trees.
Can you ask him if he's ever been hit by a coconut?
Yeah, sometimes. Oh, just sometimes when they hit the tree and then, like, you know, just hit him too, sometimes. But that is it. Like, you have to be very cautious. You have to fall.
Would that shit kill you? I know people die from falling coconuts every year, but like if that monkey threw the coconut and it like hit you in the head, would you just die on the spot? I feel like you wouldn't die. Even if it's like 50 feet. I mean, how heavy is the coconut?
We're told pretty bluntly that the meaner the monkey, the better they are for harvesting. And honestly, I can see why. These guys move at an absurd pace. You're filming below, and it's just non-stop thud of coconuts hitting around you.
Like his monkey.
I don't know. I wonder, like, do you think they find it fun? The internet's strangest workout fads.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come in and settle down because today we're going to be taking a look at the strange and weirdest workout classes. You know, those kind of classes. Everyone wants to be healthy, kind of. But dieting doesn't always cut it. Never does. Going to a traditional...
I think dieting is... Well, I know Papa Meat's joking to a degree. But I think working out is like fucking 5% or less for losing weight. I think you should work out so you maintain as much muscle as possible in dieting and also look better because you need to work out to gain muscle. But feeling healthy feels good, dude. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm saying the majority of that is just eating. But there's so many people that just think there's cheat codes. Yeah, there's this guy at every gym. Some old man that's out of shape that needs to feel like he felt in his 20s. So he just shows up, throws fucking 45s on the chest press and rips it. Doesn't even half rep it and just fucking gets up. Wears a weight belt the entire time.
Overwhelming to newcomers. But fear not! Throughout the years, many people have pushed the solution to this problem by thinking of new and unique methods of getting your butt in shape. Many of them are strange and questionable, but it's undeniable that they've managed to bring in loads of people who would otherwise remain on the couch.
Okay, that's impressive. How is he holding her with his mouth? Is that even possible? There's no way he's just biting down on a strap. There has to be like a hook in his mouth. I feel like that'd rip your teeth out, bro.
We're going to look through some of the bizarre workout programs to see if they're truly gimmicks or genuine breakthroughs in the world of fitness. Get off your ass and let's ride! God, Growing up, you or someone you know may have taken part in a wide variety of at-home...
Is that O.J. Simpson?
...workout tapes that used to be all the rage back in the day. While home fitness...
Dude, that used to churn money for people, too. Selling home DVDs. Now you could just watch free workout programs and stuff on YouTube. I don't understand that. Like, people that sell workout programs in modern day, it's just like a bad side hustle. I know it sells in part, but I also think from a consumerism standpoint, why would you ever pay like $50 for somebody to teach you how to work out? Not in a physical sense. It's different if you're getting a personal trainer that's also motivating you and crafting something specifically for you versus you just buying like some shit from an Olympian. Like a fucking Mr. Olympia that's just selling a $50 fucking workout program. You're really out of shape, never lifted a day in your life, and he's just throwing some shit on you. Yeah, you're going to have to do a fucking pyramid set on the hack squat machine. It's going to be 15 sets. Good luck. Buns of steel. It's called fucking getting the quads up, man. This is the Quadzilla workout. You've never worked out a day in your life, just ripping the Quadzilla lift. You're going to be in a wheelchair after today.
Tybo, remember Tybo? Geese! Provided fairly standard workout routines, there were many that tried to target different corners of the market. Chair dancing fitness, for example, would teach workouts you could perform while sitting stationary in a chair, sometimes while holding two plates that you could clap together. The big ones I remember back in the day were my mom did
And that's so lame! I feel like the most common one that I saw when I was younger is yoga. Like, I vividly remember hearing and seeing all the people, like, I feel like all Gen X, like, moms did yoga. Like, when I was younger, like on a fucking VCR tape. All right, now we're getting into the downward dog. My mom did yoga. Dude, I feel like so many people did yoga. Yoga, Zumba, shit like that. What is yoga? It's like, you have to hold random positions that, like, work out parts of your body. It increases flexibility, stamina, and I guess, like, muscle strength.
Come on, you working? That kind of thing.
It's also, like, a weird form of meditation. Or not weird. It's a form of meditation.
Good. And then there was P90X.
Show us some yoga. Yeah, you just want me to bend over, bitch.
P90X was fucking huge. And then there was one more.
Was it the gay guy?
No, that's Richard Simmons. Yeah, he's the thing. You're beautiful, and then whatever. There used to be one. There used to be like two, the duo. But P90X was the that one kicked my ass. That kind of thing. Being 14 and saying that. Oh God. Some workout tapes focus on very specific types of workouts, like Body Flex's aerobic breathing courses, where instructors would squat down and aggressively breathe out as if they just survived a potential drowning.
Lips together. It comes.
Somebody paid for this, by the way. They bought a CD or a VCR tape of this shit.
Lips together.
$30. Hi, my name's blank and blank, and I'm going to teach you breathing exercises. Now, that's really going to expand your diaphragm and let more air into your lungs. You're going to be much more efficient when it comes to working out when you do this. So every time you're at the gym, just make sure...
It comes from down here.
He's just like hyperventilated breathing. People are going to think you're dying if you do that in public.
Some people need a little bit of extra motivation to get them moving. For them, they would turn to the strange selection of erotic home workouts.
Do people do this anymore in 2025? I think now it's a lot also, what the fuck? I think now it's a lot different. Like, nobody really sells these types of classes. I think there's a lot of weirder dieting things where people are like, yeah, you need to just eat raw meat. You have to just drink your own piss. Drink your own piss. It makes a man of steel. Like some fucking insane shit. Lick the slime off worms. That'll fucking harden your gullet. Go steal bird eggs from your local tree. It's better for you. Yeah, there's like Liver King shit now. Then it was just workout programs, but it was like alternative stuff. Now it's gotten really, really into weird shit. There still is stuff that exists like that now, but I think it's more IRL classes of like those trampoline workouts or where they wear those like bungee shoes. You know what I'm talking about? It's literally like the equivalent of like adult moon shoes. And they'll fucking, I have them. And they'll stand there and they'll be like, all right, 3, 2, 1. And they're all smiling. And it just feels like you're in a liminal space with people that aren't fucking, like, there.
Love those. Put their pelvis up, and they're all wearing the one-piece thing. Doing the humps. You ever see that Jamie Lee Curtis? I forgot what movie.
I would take a stripping pole class. I've said I wanted to do that. I think that'd be a good workout, and I think it'd be really funny. And I could vlog it. I would do like a stripper pole class. What? Dude, other creators have done it where you do, like, I learned how to, like, like one leg spin around a pole. I feel like that'd be badass. Build your legs. Yeah, it'd help my inner thighs.
Maybe it is. Jamie Lee.
Then maybe I'd be able to squeeze a watermelon.
Curtis and John Travolta.
Please! Please! I'll schedule it right now, Joe. Do it.
From that workout class at the beginning. Gotta show that clip, it's good. Linnea Quigley was known as a popular model and Hollywood scream queen in the 80s and 90s, and her breakout role from Return of the Living Dead, remember that? Showed her tits. It's awesome. First off, that movie might be one of the best zombie movies of all time, but yeah, she did a bunch of workout stuff. Horror workout tapes, it was sick. To capitalize off her popularity in horror
workout tapes?
She starred in Linnea Quigley's Horror Workout, a campy workout video mixed with cheesy horror movie stuff. It features a nude shower scene, erotic stretches, and aerobic exercises alongside a cast of zombies and other models. It's pretty sick, I'll be honest.
But do you think people are actually working out alongside of this? I feel like people would just be like gooning to it.
So you're hard the thought process is you're hard while you're working out.
I think that you start hard, but then after a while you're like, oh, I'm like, this is actually working. Or maybe you just watch and you just beat your, I don't know. Well, that's the whole thing they say is like you put up sexy pictures of women in your workout area and it like makes you work harder. That's what they say.
Is that why Arnold had like really buff?
What? That's what they say. Who says that? I have never been to a gym that just has like erotic pictures of women on the walls to like motivate me to work out. I will say, I think being at a gym makes you work out harder than a home gym. Working out at a home gym or like a hotel gym is the most fucking lame workout you'll ever have. Working out at like a semi-packed gym with other people that are like, they're not paying attention to you, but it just motivates you more to like try harder.
Arnold's not gay. Maybe he is gay. I don't know. You're beautiful. Come here.
Especially if a guy's repping the same thing as you. You're like, oh, now I gotta outshow him. I see that guy's curling 35s right there. Let me just pick up the 40s. Start repping him. Then you see that one high schooler that shows up. That was me. But now I see other guys that do it. And now I'm like, wow, that was me. And it's so cringe. 14. Mosey on over. It's like their first time at the gym. They just fucking the 45s. You just start fucking ripping them. I'm like, there are teenagers that could do that, but not like your first time working out. You know what I mean? Because there's times where I'm not as strong as I was in high school. Like senior year in high school, I was actually stronger than I am now in terms of what I could lift because I would work out more and I ate more. But like freshman year me would curl the same weight that I curl now. And I look back at it and I was like, damn, how did I lift that then? And then I remember that I would just fucking cheat lift, like everything. Like I would bounce a bar off my chest. I wouldn't actually like work out.
There's also prancer size. An awkward.
Oh my fucking God. I don't like this one. Where they attach ankle weights and just run around like a horse in a field.
Routine created by Joanne Rohrback that simply involves going out in an open pasture and skipping while waving your arms. The whole idea is that you are supposed to mimic the movements of a horse to elicit a feeling of freedom. Additionally, to get the maximum results, you must mimic the horse's diet as well by going vegan and eating nothing but grass. I added that last part, but still you could. You'll be eating
into chunks, ready for the pot.
We have this kind of...
Bro, I'm eating right now. I could eat watching this, no problem. I never understand that shit. Oh, dude, I'm eating. Oh, dude, I'm eating. You're not watching somebody throw... Bro, you know what you're eating? You know what you're eating? Probably a dead animal. You know what you're looking at? A dead animal. What the fuck? I mean, the disconnect's unreal right now. You're probably eating chicken wings, watching somebody cut a bat up, and you're like, oh, no, this is ruining my vibe. You're eating a dead animal.
Lovely assortment of fat parts, ready to roll.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. We got a sub, people. Yes. Oh, thank you, sir. One package fat, ready to go.
I want to see him eat it. When are you going to eat it?
This looks like a nondescript house in the middle of Sulawesi, but in fact, it is a restaurant. And inside, they have some of their local specialty dishes. This is like a common local eatery. It's not like you got to go to someone's backyard who cooks up special Chinese medicine infused, whatever, like you might find bad and cobra done in Jakarta. Here, it's...
See, cobra's a no-go for me because that thing's fucking poisonous. Like, anything that kills prey by, like, poisoning them to death or, like, inserting some sort of venom is a no-go. Like, I wouldn't want to eat that. You also have alpha gal. I could eat a snake, Zod. Snakes aren't fucking mammals.
A staple. So we're gonna check out how it's done right now. Let's go. The Minahasan people are devout Christians.
How do snakes have sex? I'm not Googling it.
And it is absolutely everywhere you look. You walk into a restaurant even, and you can just feel it everywhere. There's crucifix.
They don't? No, they do. No, they definitely do. I don't think it's like a salmon thing where like one lays an egg and the other fertilizes it. They have coils. Yeah, I'm assuming it's like a hole.
verses on the wall, and just this faith is woven into this space. And in my mind, that's kind of starkly juxtaposed against what is on the menu. It's not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just not what I usually
That's no problem, bro. Rice with chicken, I'm getting that off rip.
associate with sort of really traditional Christian meals. Either way, the menu is just straight up jungle fare. There's bats, pythons, dogs, you name it, and the place is just packed. Locals are pulling up, lining up at the counter and ordering canteen style like it's just another weekday lunch spot. They're like, I'll take a better cat, a better dog, some of that python, a bat please. It is kind of wild. And out back, the cook is already in his groove. I hand him the bat, and he is more than happy to show us how this is done from scratch.
All right, the fly's going over. It's a problem.
The bat first gets cubed, and I'm talking just straight up cubed. Everything is going in this thing. Organs, intestines, the hairy ears, those pea-infused wings and skin, the whole lot.
Pea-infused wings? Pea? Bats store pea in the wing? No.
People, they eat with
pea. Am I mishearing what he's saying? Pea from the wings.
the guts.
Oh, really?
It was like a medicine.
Wow. With the guts in the bat.
Yeah. Obat apa? Oh, asthma. Asthma medicine. For the traditional remedy, they will get the guts out and don't know, some like mix with something, and you can do for asthma remedy.
And by the
okay, I like they're giving a
time it hits the pot, I'm already questioning my life decisions.
It looks kind of wild to me. I'm not
I would be like, make that shit extra well done. I want it to be like char.
gonna lie. I thought the bat wouldn't be that bad, but I think it's kind of like, it is pretty challenging with like all the guts and the organs and everything in there.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think the bat's the problem. It's that it's eating, like he's cooking everything. If it was just like, oh, we're gonna take some of the meat.
After a good 20 minutes or so of boiling, the bat is then set aside, but the wok water, notably, is saved.
The broth, they will drink it. So that's how they keep strong or maybe healthy, because like traditional medicine, apparently.
The wok is then refilled with oil, and the cooking shifts gears. We're gonna add some lemongrass, garlic, huge spoonfuls of chilies, shallots, ground turmeric, and then, of course, the bat. And on top of all of
Hey, they're kind of saving it. They're kind of saving this right now. It kind of looks disgusting still, but like what they're adding, maybe I'd give it a try.
this, he pours back in that leftover broth, that rendered down stank, just to add a little bit.
I need to smell this. Can YouTube implement a system where there's like some tube that just emits whatever this smell is? That would be if it smelled rancid, I would throw up. But if it smelled like chilies, I'd probably be able to eat it.
More funk to this water.
I'm not looking forward to this bat anywhere near as much as I was the python. I don't even know if you guys saw the python. Might be a different episode.
We're then going to hit this with some pretty intense heats, just basically stir fry it up. Just like that, we have one bat cooked up Minahassan style, ready to serve.
It looks gross. If I'm being like to me, like that's an intestine or something there. I wouldn't want to eat it. But like I'm not judging anybody that would. I just think that I would not enjoy that. No.
Hi guys, we have here a giant bowl of sliced and diced up bat. Well, it looks more edible now than it did earlier, I've got to admit, but regardless of how much extreme food I have eaten, this is...
I think the texture would be a big factor. If I bit into something and I got like I was biting into like a ligament, that would induce instantaneous vomit from me. Like it would be like just like in the same motion I would throw up. Or if I like bit into like an organ of some sorts and it like kind of popped in my mouth like a gusher.
I have eaten. This is probably going to push me to the limits. There is something about a bat with its reputation
And then seeing this thing cook with just like all of its guts, with the broth added back in for like extra flavor from it being boiled. But this place is packed. Everyone's chowing down on a bat and python.
Oh, is that a bone?
So if everyone else is doing it, I guess we dive right in.
Nice. Dive right in. What do you mean? I guess we dive right in, dude. You're doing a fucking Squidward bite right now. What the fuck is this?
Oh. Man,
it's tough.
And it's tough. Your skin is just so tough. It's wild. It's almost like a leather. Just eating that, you gotta really work it. You know, you guys might not have seen it in this episode, but I literally just chowed down on a bunch of python that was cooked this exact same way. And I was under the impression that it would be very much the same flavor profile. You cook two animals in the exact same recipe, but this is completely different. This texture of a frog, it is just the craziest, oddest creature. There is nothing like this. That is for damn sure. It's got a bunch of this black skin. Oh, there's hair on it. Oh, I don't know if I can do the hair. That is, wow. Look at that. Sorry guys, I draw the line with the hair. That is bonkers. You gotta really work this thing to get at this meat. And I thought this would almost be rat-like. Well, let me tell you, this is so much of a leaner animal than a rat. The organs were placed in here with this as well. And that is clearly like a kidney or a liver. And he said this cures asthma. Now, I don't have asthma, but it's put in there for people to eat. We're gonna chow down. Sort of powdery. That's almost better than the meat. Like, so
I honestly, I'd probably rather eat that. I'd probably rather eat. No. I know I had a kind of like a guttural reaction when I saw it, but I would rather eat that because I feel like it would be more akin to like something that I've eaten already versus a gritty, sad roll in basically an adaptation of an actual historical event.
Put him on a strict hunger diet. For days at a time, the 14-year-old would only drink water and run long.
They made him starve himself, oh my god, to make it look like he was like in in a famine, like just fully like thinning himself.
Distances to lose weight. Klimov was also deeply concerned about the potential psychological toll the film would take.
Oh my god. Well, because they were making him like method act almost too. Like not even just lose the weight to fit the, I guess, physical sense of the role, but also like make him feel and look exhausted constantly.
Making hell on earth. From the very start, Klimov had one guiding principle: tell the truth. Klimov's goal was to capture as much realism as possible. Each member of the cast and crew felt a huge responsibility to those who had died. As Klimov said, "I have the will to tell the story for truth, even if it takes 9 months to make the movie, and even if..."
Well, that's what sucks about a lot of American like war films is we like broadcast ourselves as the heroes and the victims a lot of the time when we're the ones that are like actively just fucking killing innocent people. Like, not in every instance. I'm not saying like World War II films, but like every Vietnam film is like, not everyone, but a lot of Vietnam War films, it's like, oh, dude, they make you feel for the Americans. When it's like, yeah, we are Americans, obviously, you're going to have some sort of feeling for them, but it's like, they're not, they kind of like overshadow the fact that like we were just like effectively murdering innocent Vietnamese people in like regular ass situation. Not even like not even just like, hey, we're sending you to war because you have to fight these people. They would just like kill innocent fucking families in Vietnam.
If no one watches it. The production designer Viktor Petrov initially tried using pyrotechnics for the explosions. But when Klimov saw the results, he wasn't satisfied. The explosions didn't sound real, they didn't feel real. So Klimov made the ultimate decision that would shock everyone: to use real explosives and live ammunition. This created an atmosphere of real terror among the actors. In one scene, Kravchenko—
real terror among the actors, bro, but they could have died.
—and a cow were placed in the middle of a field while live rounds were fired around them. Kravchenko was so terrified that he found himself clinging to Klimov after, asking, "Is there anything else?" Klimov told him to go back into the scene. The entirety of the film was shot on location in Belarus. Everything was real. Even the extras, the villagers, were real survivors or descendants of survivors from the Belarusian fire villages.
That's awesome.
To prepare the villagers, Ales Adamovich gathered them in a circle and read chapters from his book. He recounted the testimonies of those who had survived the horrors of war. Many of the villagers had heard stories from their parents or grandparents. Some had survived the war as children. The entire crew was under constant stress. But as the production designer later said, all the hardships helped us. Everyone was under constant strain, and it had a powerful effect on the crew. God himself was helpful to us, for the fog not lifting.
Dude, it fucking blows, man. Ugh. Oh, this is making me sad. This is making me sad. Stop.
For the special effects to work, for the crowd scenes with the locals and army personnel to work in harmony. Chapter 4. True.
It's horrible that humans are like the biggest threat to ourselves. Like, obviously, we're all gonna die one day, but like all of the horrible things that happen to humans, yes, there's natural disasters, yes, there's disease, but like most things that you cite historically, it's like, yeah, other humans effectively murdering, torturing, and committing genocide against other people.
And yet, despite all this gore and destruction,
I always wonder how like they showcase like utter shock so well.
this is Roger Deakins, widely considered to be the greatest cinematographer.
I never understand how movie actors do that. Like, fully get into the brain and mindset of somebody living in that instance.
Of all time. And he's labeled Come and See as mandatory viewing.
Conrad Orr used to say he was really trying to create beauty with ugliness. You know, he wanted to make ugly films that were beautiful, which seems a total contradiction. But, you know, how do you film something that is so brutal but engage the audience with it? That's the key to the film, in a way, that the horror is something you imagine right until the end, when obviously you see the real footage, and then Klimov is basically saying, I could have shown you something much worse.
After screening in East Germany, a former soldier who had been stationed in Belarus approached Klimov and said, "Everything you showed is true, but I tried to forget about it and never told anyone. Now, when my children see this film, I don't know what to tell them." And for some reason, even decades later, the film seems more relevant than ever before. As the writer Joseph Brodsky once said, in a real tragedy, it is not the hero who perishes, it is the chorus.
Like that, dude, that is, like, this kid's 14, and they made him look so disheveled. Like, he looks like an old man. They do that so well.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon.
I understand why they chose him, because I feel like he fits the role very well, but it's weird how, like, he's not even an actor, and they were like, nah, we need this kid to be the main actor for this. Director decided that trauma needed to go to another generation when casting the lead. No one wasn't harmed in the making of this movie. Half expected you to say, in this man isn't acting, he was really shot and killed. Why isn't there a hero? I don't glorify war. Damn. There are a few war movies that do that well, though, outside of that. But there are a lot where it's like Inglourious Bastards is one of my favorite movies. But it's not like, I don't want to say it's not accurate. It's a fucking Quentin Tarantino film, you know? Like, it's not a true, like, war movie. You know what I mean? Like, there's war movies that are, like, for entertainment, but also have, like, showing a purpose. But then there's war movies that are like that. And they're actually trying to show you, like, the gritty horrors of I guess, war in general. Hacksaw Ridge. I feel like I saw Hacksaw Ridge in, like, middle school. Yeah. He is a hero, though, in Hacksaw Ridge. Is he not? What I eat in a day, TikToks are insane.
TikTok What I Eat in a Days have genuinely gotten out of control.
Morning, guys! Today for a little snack for dinner, I wanted to have something sweet, so I got 2 boxes of the crumble cookies, you guys.
That is a fucking heart attack. Brooke literally just got me 4 of those cookies, and they taste good as hell, dude. I eat one of those, and I feel fucking disgusting after. Like, I'm happy to eat them, and I enjoy eating them, but, dude, one of those cookies is, what, like 600 calories more? And that's what? That's a box of 2 boxes of 8? 16 crumble cookies. I think if I ate 16 crumble cookies in one sitting, I would die. They're 1,000 calories. How much is a crumble cookie? Over 800. The semi-sweet chocolate one's like 700. Just so much saturated fat. It's just a heart attack. I don't actually think, I don't think anybody actually eats like this, though. Can I say that? I understand there's people that are overweight and there's people that are obese, but I genuinely don't believe that there's anybody that orders 8 crumble cookies and eats them casually. I feel like a lot of it's for content. Because there's like, I don't want to say it's like a fetish or anything, but like the amount of people that love watching like mukbangs and watch people get morbidly obese. Like there are people that enjoy watching YouTubers like delve down this rabbit hole of like pure unhealthy dog shit. And no, seriously, like there are millions of views. Like there's 20 different YouTubers that make mukbangs, and not like regular mukbangs, like mukbangs where they just eat shit and just hordes of shit. It's not anything they would regularly eat, but it's like the content they make and it's how they make money, so they do it. But then they just start fucking gaining weight rapidly. Nikocado avocado? Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, not anymore. He's like healthier now, but
nothing could have prepared me for these meals these morbidly obese people are eating. And honestly, I was just left disgusted by the absolute gluttony on show. And I want to start by looking at the diet of the up-and-coming creator known as James Bowler, who loves to show off his little snacks, as he calls them.
Mood, you guys, today for breakfast for a little snack, we're
a whole box of Twinkies. Does he actually just eat all of them on camera, though? There's no way.
have a whole box of Twinkies and some milk. Let's get started. These are literally like my favorite snack. I can swallow them whole.
Bro, why do people want to watch this, though? Is there... No, seriously. Because it's not ASMR, you know? That's why I was saying it has to be like some weird... Like the moaning. I'm telling you, bro, it has to be like some fetish content. Like there's no way. Because I get the appeal of ASMR. Where like somebody eats something that makes like a weird crunchy noise. Bro, what's that? You know that ASMR where they be drinking like slurp juices? Like this. That's satisfying. That's satisfying to watch. I get that. But that's not like necessarily unhealthy. It's just like this guy drinks stuff that's like satisfying in these weird tubes and stuff, and it's like cool to watch. But there's like that, and then there's just like actually just watching somebody eat a box of fucking Twinkies. Like it's not...
And I mean, before we get into what he eats, it's pretty impressive that James doesn't actually fit into the frame of his camera. Like, he's literally so wide, we can't see how wide he is. But back to what he eats, in what world is this a light snack? 2 boxes of Twinkies with a glass of milk has around 3,800 calories, and James is just literally...
And just straight fat and sugar, man.
Inhaling them. And honestly, just making the most disgusting...
Dude, he's panning into it, though. There's no way he just makes that noise when he's eating it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's moaning. This is just fat shaming. He's being rude, yeah. The point that he's trying to make of this being bad is not fat shaming. When he was like, he's so wide he doesn't fit in a frame, that's fat shaming. But, no, that is fat. Making fun of somebody because they're fat is fat shaming. Pointing out the fact that they're eating unhealthy and they're going to fucking die because they're eating unhealthy is not fat shaming. I've always said that. Right? There's a difference between being like, hey, this is terribly unhealthy, and then, hey, making fun of somebody because they're fat.
Noises while doing so.
And yes, I got 2 because every time I finish these, no se me quitan antojos, so I got 2 boxes. Remember, Balance is key. We're going to be having a meal like this. Balance is key. Like, so we have some water. I wasn't going to do Diet Coke, but I was like, I was feeling a little spontaneous today, so...
It's rage bait content. I really do believe it's rage bait content. I don't think he actually thinks this. There's no way he thinks a bottle of water is balancing out the crumble cookies that he's eating. You know? Like, it's to annoy people to bait engagement, which gains views and money. Like, that's what it is. Make sure. All right, that one looks pretty fucking good. No, that one looks pretty fucking good. Yeah, the moaning is really upsetting, right?
And this is a genuine question. Like, is this just some sort of fetish content? I just don't.
That's what I'm saying. What's with the moaning? What's with the moaning? Why we're eating a box of crumble cookies? It's like there's not a second of like silence.
I don't understand who this content is aimed at, and honestly, it's just sad to watch. I actually originally thought it was all rage bait, and there was no way that.
Oh no, I think it is. I think it's a mixture. I think it's like 80% rage bait and then 20% fetish content. Like that's because there's no. This isn't ASMR, right? There's no mic. He's recording on his phone. It's not like he's like eating it next to the camera or something.
Would actually eat this stuff day in and day out. But then you look at the size of him, and he clearly is. And he uploads one of these videos pretty much every single day.
Well, I think that's probably the cause, right? Like, you could eat healthy outside of this, and you would still gain weight. Like, if you're eating 3 caramel cookies on camera, that alone's 1,800 calories. That's like a day's worth of calories.
Today for a little snack.
Like, even just that. Like, dude, outside of this, he could just be eating straight salads, and he'd still gain weight.
For dinner, I wanted to have something sweet, so I got 2 boxes of the crumble cookies, you guys. I'm so excited. Let's get to this is the first box, you guys. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yeah. The first one we have is the s'more brownies cookie. Look at that, you guys. Oh my god. Oh, that looks so good.
If you were curious about the calorie content of these crumble cookies, it's around 8,600 calories. And there's actually a guy that follows James and comments on pretty much every post he makes with a macro breakdown of what he eats. So this crumble
macro guy here, I just fell to my knees at all these. I have a family. I need James to start sticking to a diet. 432 grams of fat. Bro, that just clogs your arteries. 627 grams of sugar.
Cookie feast had over
speedrunning a heart attack.
627 grams of sugar and 432 grams of fat. And like I said, over 8,600 calories. And this is just beyond sickening. And it's actually a joke that Instagram allowed James to keep his platform and get paid for it. James is without a doubt eating himself to death. And the comments on his video.
Yeah, I mean, it's not on the same severity, but like, obesity is a food addiction. Like, that's what it is. Like, and it's one of the hardest I don't want to try and compare addictions, but the problem, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. The problem with food addictions is if you're addicted to crack, you stop doing crack, right? And it's really hard to get off of crack, but you stop doing crack. If you're addicted to food and you use food as a coping mechanism, you can't just stop eating. You need to eat to survive. So it's like, the limiting of that is really, really hard. Yeah, like stress eating as well. It's like, it's a mixture of stress eating and then just poor diet.
But know this as well.
Like, poor diet and eating bad doesn't equate to morbid obesity. It's like a level of like binge eating.
Unfortunately, this dude is literally eating himself to death. He's no doubt a diabetic and on his way to a massive heart attack. With so many people out there struggling to beat cancer and all kinds of ailments, this guy is killing himself in the name of food. Incredibly very sad. The worst part about James is that brands and restaurants have actually started inviting him to their places, presumably offering him free food for a good review. Now I have to say, why would any restaurant want him to review their food? It seems like James would eat
publicity,
absolutely anything and give it a 10 out of 10.
Mood, you guys, we're right here at Juice Time in Southern California, and we're here to try out their sweets. Mood. These are the first 2. I think these are smoothies. This one was one of my faves. It tasted like cotton candy. This is a Dubai chocolate cup strawberry. 10.
Yeah, that shit looks fucking disgusting. Yo, that shit looks fucking disgusting. Oh my god. The Fruit Loops on the fucking... Yo, this actually just looks like straight sugar slop. This is like somebody just trying to be like, yo, this tastes really good. It's just packed with sugar. It's just, there's no part of this that's appealing.
I think these are smoothies. This one was one of my faves. It tasted like cotton candy. This is the Dubai chocolate cup strawberry. 10 out of 10, you guys. Everything is homemade. These are the mini pancakes. We have the Biscoff mini pancakes. 10 out of 10. They're Dubai chocolates. So big, you guys. 10 out of 10, you guys.
I suppose actually he is a good reviewer because none of the food will go to waste. But I just can't see how anyone...
All right, now, like, bro, like, I understand the point in, like, documenting the what I eat in a day TikToks, but, like, now we're just, like, tossing in jabs. Like, that's rude.
Would look at James and want to eat what he eats. In fact, I would be staying well away from anything that he eats. James also isn't the only one who's making a big impact on Instagram. And actually there's thousands of fat people sharing their what I eat in a day videos.
Everything I eat today as a fat girl.
This is Brandy Lee Snacks, who is unsurprisingly followed by...
Bro, who are the two fucking streamers that are gaining traction now? It's like, I understand it's like people laugh at it because it's funny, but it's like, dude, it's concerning. Like, that, yeah, Jay Bullen. And he acts like he's passing out. Yeah, Tismala and Jay Bullen use Red Bull. So, but that's also one of the reasons I hate it. Like, if I'm drinking and I smell Red Bull, it's not that bad. But if I'm, like, sober and I smell a fucking just a regular Red Bull, I'm thinking of Jaeger bombs. And that shit... fucking gross. Gross. Sugar-free Red Bull. No. And the original flavor is just bad. What is that?
I made a quesadilla with hot Cheetos and hot mac and cheese. Hot.
Bruh.
Lollipop.
Now before she's even got changed out...
Oh, that balances it out. That has prebiotics.
...out of her pajamas, she's probably honestly had about 2,000 calories in just an absolute mess of food. And I don't know if this is an American thing, but who puts Cheetos into a quesadilla? Now it's a good thing she has those 2 Red Bulls because her...
Dude, I've done that before. There was this, I went back when I used to do TikTok more. Dude, there was this one time I got home from a bar drunk and I felt unhealthy, so I just ate like 2 raw green bell peppers, and I was like, yeah, that'll probably balance it out. That'll probably balance it out. I had 2,000 calories worth of fucking alcohol.
Energy levels will...
Yeah, that'll probably do my stomach right.
...be absolutely through the floor by the time it gets to dinner time.
Red. For dinner, I have some steak and some taters.
Yeah, can we eat it? Can we eat it with a fucking fork and a knife, bro? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my god. Is that butter? Is that just butter, or is that... Wait, no, that's mashed potatoes.
SpongeBob. Delicious.
Now, is it just me that gets pissed off watching that? It's just the absolute height of gluttony, and it's honestly just gross to watch. And again, the comments are absolutely brutal on this post, with people asking if she's trying to have a stroke, and another even asked if this was a standard American diet.
Yup, that's how that's how everybody eats.
Now, I know this isn't the standard American diet, but actually 40% of Americans are obese, so it has to be at least...
Yeah, but bro, even the average obese American doesn't eat like that. The average obese American just eats like an extra meal of the day that's like ultra processed and unhealthy. Like, I feel like dieting is really hard, but like it's just a matter of cutting out like the shit, right? Like, people just don't eat fucking... Dude, just swap shit out. It's like people are like, oh, well, I don't want to diet, I'm hungry. But I'm like, you're hungry because you eat like fucking shit. Like, swap out the bad stuff for like vegetables, man. Like, if you eat 2 cups of cooked broccoli, you're full for so long, you know? But if you're eating a fucking processed sandwich of sorts with like white bread, meat, cheese, and then fucking just like mayo, you know, and then on top of that, you're having like a bag of chips. Like, that's gonna fucking flood right through you.
Similar to what a lot of people are eating. Now, the reason I get annoyed at these videos isn't just because of the fat. And despite...
Does the FDA even do their job? Dude, the FDA just ensures that shit is like safe to eat. They don't really like restrict people. And even on that, the FDA is so loose with US rules. Like, the majority of the stuff that we have is like highly processed with like chemicals and other preservatives that other countries can't have.
What people online might think, I don't hate fat people. I get annoyed at these videos not just because they're normalizing these awful diets, but because they're being rewarded for it too. Like I showed with James Bowler before, not only do they get free meals, but they get paid by these platforms in the form of ad revenue. Addy has over 300,000 followers on Instagram and over 500,000 on TikTok, posting pretty much every day on these platforms. So it isn't a stretch to imagine that she'll be earning multiple thousands.
No, she ain't making that much money, bro, and I'm sure of it. I did short form, bro. She ain't making fucking 30 grand posting these videos, dude. 7,000 likes. 7,000 likes. That video probably made $15. That video made about $15. Like, you're not... Short form media pays about fucking ass. Nothing. 7,000 likes, dude. 7,000 likes on a minute video. Even if you had like 200K views, $40. Tops. Probably like 5.
Over 300,000 followers on Instagram and over 500,000 on TikTok, posting pretty much every day.
Yeah, 200,000 views on a minute-long video. What I ate in Disneyland. She's not even making the money back for what she paid for the stuff. I mean, you know, granted, she's writing it off if she knows what she's doing. So she's writing off the food that she's eating because she's filming it for a video. But still, it's like, it's not offsetting the fact that you're still just like burning money
on these platforms. So it isn't a stretch to imagine that she'll be earning multiple thousands a month. And then other people with poor
40 cents per 1,000 views. Carson, if you think that anyone is getting 40 cents per 1,000 views on any platform, even YouTube, you are widely mistaken. Mr. Beast would be the richest man in the world if he got paid 50 cents per 1,000 views. Are you crazy?
diets will see this.
Most of the time, like, my CPM, wait, actually, no, I think you're right. 50 cents per 1,000 views on TikTok is crack. It's probably like 3 cents, 2 cents, maybe a penny. On, what do I get on YouTube? It varies by video. How do I see that? Yeah, CPM on YouTube anywhere is between like 4 and like 8. So like $4 1,000 views.
And start recording.
That's YouTube on hour-long videos. On TikTok, regular CPMs gotta be like less than a penny.
On themselves eating, thinking that they can make money while eating. And then the only way they get attention by doing this is by eating bigger and bigger meals, which just puts more strain on the health and society. And then when people like Addy get more money, it's pretty obvious what to spend it on.
Facebook pays hella good then, that's what I make. Meta pays more. On Facebook in general, they just jam ads, and the ads are more valuable because the audience is older, and older people buy more products. The older your audience, the more money you make for ads.
What I ate
16-year-old's a lot less likely to buy a product than a 35-year-old.
today as a fatty. Good morning, fatties. I got a Core Power and Heavenly Hunks cake batter flavor. So that's my breakfast. We got In-N-Out.
Yo, but who's literally hype as fuck? Like, yo, the In-N-Out videos, the In-N-Out video just released. Oh my god, I can't wait to watch 3 minutes of just straight silence and... Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, you guys. This triple-decker burger. Oh, it's so good. Like, why would you want to watch that? Bro, the noises make me frustrated. Like slurping. Ew. Ew. That's some shit. Yo, this is the motherfucker that's ordering. Yo, when we did that Doug challenge and a motherfucker ordered Frank's fries at Taco Bell, that looks gross. That looks fucking disgusting. No, actually, if you ever have the money and you want to do some dumbass challenge with your friends, do the Doug challenge. Go, yo, I'll have what the person in front of me ordered. And I guarantee you 8 out of 10 times they're going to order the most gross ass meal. Bro, what happened to a motherfucker ordering just a regular burger? What is that? What is that? What is that pink slop on top of those fries? Those are wet. You're dumb as fuck. That looks so good. Yo, that's the problem with the United States, man. Genuinely. Genuinely. You think that looks good. Dude, those fries look bland as hell. They're covered in cheese sauce and they're wet.
They always stick together anyway.
Your mother's so old that her breast milk is powdered. You breastfeed like this.
We got a hot cocoa beignet and a peppermint candy beignet. Let's taste them. Here's one. Don't like it already. Okay. Okay, hot cocoa. That one's pretty good. Trying a normal beignet, but they've been sitting for like an hour or two, so they're not that good. Okay, well that was it for my very short and sweet what I eat in a day.
Notice how none of the food she ate this day is home cooked. And that is something that she does all the time.
Bro, I don't think it needs to be home cooked, bro. That shit just looks... Bro, that is actually just fucking slop.
Because she can afford to eat out all the time.
That looks so bad. Yo, I'm getting mad at the chatter that said that looked good. I'm sorry. Yo, those look like the worst fries ever. They're fucking pale. They look frozen. They look cold. They're sticking together. Dude, are you insane? Those look so bad.
The sad thing about a lot of these accounts is that people actually support them. And it isn't just other obese people who want this unhealthy lifestyle normalized, but it's actually people that get turned on by it. I found one account during the research of this video by a guy who said he was taking his fitness journey seriously while literally bragging and holding his belly, showing off how fat he'd gotten. And the comments in the video are all love hearts and calling him perfect, while he's literally killing himself by eating massive amounts of food. And although this guy's videos are clearly fetish content, the video that Addy and the others make also feed people's frankly disgusting fetishes, although maybe not directly, but it's still...
It also is like a snowballing effect of people compare their health to those around them a lot of the time. And if everybody around you is absurdly unhealthy and you're also witnessing these people be really, really unhealthy online, it actually makes you feel better about your own health. In like a weird Schadenfreude, you know, pleasure from other people's pain. You're witnessing this person like eat themselves to death. And you're like, oh, you know, maybe I'm not that unhealthy.
Just as bad. It's blatantly obvious too, because when they post a video that doesn't go viral, the only people that are commenting are from men, just posting heart eye emojis about her. And I mean, a feederism fetish has got to be one of the worst that I can possibly imagine. I just can't imagine finding somebody eating their body weight in food attractive at all.
What I ate today as a fatty. For breakfast, we got cookies.
I don't know. I think like the fat phobia of seeing somebody post this and then making fun of their weight isn't what should be said, right? I think a problem with the social media trends today is like when you see this type of stuff, it's like, okay, well, obviously you shouldn't be like, you go girl, you know, eat the 5,000 calories. You at the same time shouldn't make fun of them, right? Because it's like, that's fucking weird, right? But it's like, hey, like, you should probably stop eating like this. You know, like, that this is gonna kill you at some point.
So good. Pizza. The edges are...
Like, in the same sense, bro, like, if I smoke, bro, y'all don't make fun of me, but you're like, that's bad, right? It's bad, right? Smoking causes cancer, right? If I smoke weed, that's bad for me, right? I'll say that. But it's like, there's a difference between, like, being fat phobic and then being like, hey... This is unhealthy.
Crispy, but you know, it's a little limp. We're just gonna like fold it up.
Like Addy there is just eating donuts and fried chicken for breakfast with what I'm assuming is a full sugar drink. Probably over 1,000 calories in the meal. And people find that attractive? I'm picking on Addy here because she's one of the most popular in the niche. But she doesn't actually have as insane meals as some other people who post their what I eat in a days, like Heather Ryan does on TikTok. Does anyone believe that she only had one piece of chocolate?
Every shoe, every color. Yeah, when you're famous, it can be kind of fun.
What's in that, dude?
Shoe, every color. Yeah, when you're famous, it can be kind
of
fun. It's really you, but no one ever discovers. In some ways, you're just like all your friends. But on stage, you're a star. You get the best.
Now this is weird because it looks like she just had cheese balls with sweet potato fries and then a big sundae to finish it off. Like there's actually no real meal in there. But this isn't the end of the world, as long as she doesn't have too much food afterwards.
Bro, it's like, I don't know. Like, this isn't, are these mozzie sticks? What is that? Like, the potatoes and the peas aren't that unhealthy. Like, I mean, they're seasoned, maybe covered in butter, but, like, that's not bad.
Never mind. And if anyone was wondering, she actually had 18
These were egg rolls. They looked a little thin to be egg rolls.
Potatoes on that plate. Heather seems to think that her massive weight is a bit of a joke as well, and actually seems proud about the fact that she eats this much food.
I want my ladies to show.
I think, dude, and that's what I'm saying. I think there's a difference between being proud of your body and then being, like, being aware of the health thing, right? Like, I don't think anybody that's overweight should feel ashamed in their body, right? As long as you're healthy, that's all that matters. But it's like, don't sit there and then eat 5,000 calories on camera and be like, I'm doing fine. Like, no, that's bad.
Off their jawline.
You shouldn't be proud of being unhealthy. Well, there's a difference between people that are just overweight and then unhealthy, right? Like, being like 30 pounds overweight doesn't mean that you have heart problems. But then it's like, okay, now you're eating 6,000 calories a day. That's going to kill you.
If you laugh, you go into hell.
She will probably be over 350 pounds at this point and shows no signs of caring about losing weight. So, as sad as it is to say, I wouldn't be surprised if she suffers a medical emergency.
But it's just hard, man. Like, if you have like a friend that's, I mean, whether it be you, I'm not making fun of you, chat, genuinely. Like, if you're overweight, I've seen no problem with it. But it's like, from the perspective of a friend, like, you probably know somebody in your life that's overweight. It's hard to bring that up to them because it's like, they're going to perceive it as being judged, you know, when you're perceiving it as like caring. It's like, I don't want to say it's easier. It's never easy to bring up like a friend's addiction, but it's like, I honestly think it'd be easier to be like, hey man, you should stop doing cocaine versus like, hey man, you're kind of fat. Cause like, imagine from that person's perspective, like if you're like somebody that does a bunch of cocaine and your friend comes to you and they're like, you should stop doing coke. You'd probably go, you're right, man. Versus your friend coming up to you and being like, hey man, I'm kind of concerned, you know, you're getting pretty heavy. And, like, that's getting to a point where, like, you might have a heart attack at a young age. You might get diabetes. Like, your friend there's no nice way to bring that up. You know what I mean? Like, how do you nicely bring up to your friend that, like, you think they're going to die young because they eat too much? You can't. Like, so you just sit there and it's like, you know, like, you love the friend, but it's like, what do you say? So you want them to lie? No, you just don't bring it up. That's the problem. So then everybody sits there and you watch that happen, right? Whether it be you or your other friends, your friends are like, I'm letting you know if that's you, your friends know, and they've talked about it, right? I'm being dead ass. If that's you, right, your friends want to bring it up to you, but they don't. Not because they don't care. It's just like, how do you, in a non-rude way, tell your friend you think they're getting to an unhealthy level of weight? You can't.
In the near future. Honestly, I haven't got
That's so sad. It's a problem in the US, man. Like, you just can't bring it up.
much else to say about these fat TikToks. I just find them disgusting, and I seriously hope that TikTok and Instagram stops these creators from being able to monetize themselves eating massive amounts of food and normalizing obesity.
Because they know, you know, it's not like they're oblivious to it. It's like, so it's like you're just bringing something up that's like, it's just going to come off as rude. Like, if you have a friend that gains 50 pounds in 2 years in just fat, like not muscle, like you're going to witness that and you're going to be like, oh, wow. Like you're like in your head, you're going to go, you know, you should probably lose weight. But like, you're not going to say that to them because that's fucked, right? It's like, even if you're coming from a caring perspective.
I will say it is
gotta be real with them. I mean, yeah, but it's just like, I get it being tough.
Just Instagram and TikTok that allow this now. YouTube actually demonetized my video about the craziest meals in my 600-pound life because they want to steer people away from
telling your friend that's addicted to cocaine is the same thing. No, see, here's the problem. You tell your friend that they're addicted to cocaine and they need to stop. They could just stop. But if you tell your friend that you think they're overweight, then they're gonna feel they're gonna feel like insecure eating around you. You know what I mean? Like, anytime they ever eat unhealthy around you, they're going to feel insecure, right? They're going to feel like you're judging them, right? Even if you're not, right? That's the problem. It's like, if you tell your friend you should stop doing cocaine, he's going to be like, yeah, I should probably stop doing cocaine. And you could judge him when he does coke. You could be like, you shouldn't do that, right? And now imagine you tell your friend, hey, man, like, I'm getting concerned about, like, your weight. Like, I think you should lose weight. Then you and him go out to eat fucking 3 months from then, and he orders like cheesecake for dessert. in the back of his head, he's going to be like, this guy's judging me.
Making this type of content. It just means I'm
quitting cocaine isn't that easy. I know, dumbass. I'm saying it's easier to fucking judge somebody for doing coke than it is for fucking eating a cheesecake, okay? I'm saying, like, do you understand the point that I'm trying to make? I'm saying your friend's not going to feel insecure when like, your friend already knows coke's terrible, right? If you're doing cocaine, you know that's fucking horrible for you. But if you're eating a cheesecake, you could reasonably be like, all right, that's not bad for me. Even if you're, like, on a diet, right? People that are losing weight still eat bad here and there, right? You're giving yourself a cheat meal, right? But they're constantly going to feel, like, bad about eating around you.
I need to be a bit more careful.
It's like this fucking, it's like an unseen, like, it's such a complex problem that on surface levels, like, just tell them they need to lose weight. It's not that easy.
What I say in videos. Now, this was a bit of a different style of video for me, and if you want me to look at more What I Eat Today TikToks, let me know, and send me some on Instagram at BigCraigYT. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a video, and if you like this—
oh my god, man, that was like a really upsetting video, dude. Feeder content, nobody makes noises like that when they eat. Oh yeah, no, if you're moaning, I'm not a food addict, I'm an alcohol addict. Imagine if I made What I Drink in a Day videos that were me slamming shots at Everclear. That's what I'm saying, it's normalized, it's normalized. If you're like, what I drink in a day, and then it's like you're just fucking on your 15th beer on a fucking Wednesday, you'd be like, yo, you're an alcoholic. Like, that would be like, you're like, dude, you're killing yourself. Like, this is bad, right? But with food, it's like it's such an obscure problem because you need to eat. And people, everyone eats like shit, right? It's just the level and consistency of shit people eat that skews the numbers. And then it's like, okay, well, what do you say?
They are very well trained, right? So one monkey can harvest about 1,000 coconuts a day.
1,000 a day? Nah, they're making this motherfucker work a 9 to 5. 1,000 a day. I mean, a tree probably has like 30 or like at least 10. So they're doing like 100 trees. That probably doesn't take them 8 hours if they're quick.
It is wild. They don't even really seem to come down. They just jump from tree to tree. They do kind of just take breaks up there every now and then, think about which one they want to knock down. But
yeah, they just start jerking off. Just a quick smoke break up at the top. Bro, they do that. Have you ever seen the videos? Bro, no, monkeys do that shit. I swear to God. Dude, okay, don't look it up. But you know he's up there, bro. Guy's like, come on, man. You haven't fucking it. Oh, why is it raining?
And as we drive around the area, we run into harvester after harvester. These little Honda bikes with a sidecar for coconuts. And you pull up and you see the monkeys just hanging out in the trees and collecting the coconuts.
So again, guys, similar kind of setup. A couple of these trikes. Big boy monkeys, males. Mainly, apparently females and males can do this job, but the males seem to be the choice selection. They're rocking.
Holy fuck! That one of them grabbed that many in that amount of time? Dude, that's like 100.
Until midday, it is getting hot right now, so I bet they're about to take a break and just look at all those coconuts. Like, that is thousands of coconuts these guys have cleared out.
All right, I don't know about thousands, Andrew. I think we might need to take a class on counting. I'd go maybe 120.
There's monkeys working all around this area, and it does seem to be a pretty much thriving community of them.
Oh la la.
Every time it's a big adult male.
Yo, that one does look bulky as fuck, you know what I mean? He's kind of like that hippo from Madagascar.
Oh, he's a big one, huh?
I feel like he'd walk out some hardcore. Oh, God, their buttholes are always just out, bro. Damn. Why are you staring? I don't know. It's the entire backside of the monkey, bro. Now you're making me rewind to go look at its butthole, dude. What the fuck? Yo, like that shit. Stop. I'm moving forward.
These coconut trees is like about 100 years old plus.
Wow.
Because
They're
this
that
area
old?
is like, it's not modern farming. So you can see that it's not like in the same line, just like other provinces that we drove past, right? So you can see like, this is not very well organized because it's like nature.
Right.
In the West, we have a long tradition of working animals. herding dogs, cattle dogs, horses pulling loads and racing, falcons used for hunting, and we don't see those really as shocking. We see it as kind of normal, charming even, as tradition.
Yeah. No, it really is like the same. It is the same thing.
And we don't see those really as shocking. We see it as kind of normal, charming even, as tradition. And the difference seems pretty simple. Dogs are working animals to us. Monkeys in our minds are supposed to be wild, supposed to belong in the jungle. But here in
because we've never lived around them, but if you're around them all the time, you'd be like, oh, that's normal.
southern Thailand, that distinction doesn't really exist. For generations, people have raised monkeys to work alongside them. This practice goes back well over 100 years. And today, by law...
Holy fuck! Talk about a Fast and Furious jump. I mean, he was confident in that.
This
Wow!
practice goes back well over 100
I would not have done that.
years.
Holy shit, dude. That was like a... What if that shit snapped?
And today, by law, the monkeys are bred in captivity. They're raised from young, treated like family. One handler told me his monkey sleeps in his house with him. They don't describe this as labor, but as skill. Something to be respected, to take pride in. They even compete to see whose monkey is the best.
How long has he done?
No fucking way. They have dude, this is just like a dog competition. Like where you have dogs just like see how far they can jump into a pool. Or like they go through those obstacle courses.
Guys, I've got to admit, I sort of came here thinking that I would come away with a very, very negative perception of this. And it hasn't been the case at all. Like, when you talk to these guys, they insist that they treat these things like they're their babies. They sleep with them, they're not kept in cages, they're out there in the coconuts. And,
I don't know, man. It really ruined the dynamic if I walked into my monkey jerking off. I think that would be an immediate vibe killer. It's like when your dog humps you. It's just like, ugh, no. Dude, that's a top 5. That's got to be like a top 5, top 3 most awkward thing everybody experiences is going over one of your friend's house and they have a male dog that just starts fucking humping your leg, dude. That shit, and you're like trying to walk away and it just fucking grabs onto you, dude. Yeah, it's like a wrestler just fucking hunkering down on your leg, man. It sucks. And you're just sitting there like, ugh, no. I ain't doing that shit, bro. I'm going to scream at that dog. If a dog starts humping me, I'm going, no!
Seems like a pretty symbiotic relationship between the handlers, the monkeys. It's been a tradition.
Joe's dealt with a hard banana. Yeah, then they get a red rocket. Oh, God, dude, that shit's fucking disgusting.
Here for up to 400 years. It provides livelihoods for the locals. I think there's something kind of compelling about it. And when you read online, you hear the negative sides of these stories. You're told that these monkeys are ripped away from their mothers as babies so that they're easier to train. People are uncomfortable with a wild animal being used for sort of labor. And I can't verify, a lot of the monkeys here supposedly are now bred in captivity.
I think that's the distinguishing factor, is if this has been like, if they're taking them from the wild and training them, that's different than if they've been bred for 300-400 years to be monkeys that work like and live side by side with humans, you know, because then they're starting to like distinguish themselves from wild apes.
But at the very least, I think it's more ambiguous than it is being portrayed as by some of the people out there on the internet.
There is also a practical reality as well. These coconut groves are ancient. Some of these trees are several hundred years old and they stretch as far as you can see. There are hundreds of...
Oh, wow, this doesn't even look real.
Thousands of...
These are all coconut trees?
Acres of ancient coconut grove in Surat Thani. It is the entire ecosystem.
Is it still common for people to use these monkeys to harvest the coconuts, or is it something that's kind of dying out?
Yeah, he said
at some point there's going to be a machine that'll do it.
it's still pretty common around here.
And without trained monkeys, well, the alternative would be to cut them down. Replace these ecosystems with the tiny micro trees that are springing.
Oh, see, that's what I've seen. I've never actually been, like, I've been to, like, I've never been to Asia, but I've been to like the Caribbean where there's coconut trees, and they're always like, what, like 15, 20 feet? Like, I've never seen a coconut tree this high.
Replace these ecosystems with the tiny micro trees that are springing up everywhere else. And I think that's where things get kind of complicated.
They only can use the monkey in this area, cannot go other area. They'll get arrested by the police.
Really?
Yeah, because because of the, 2 or 3 years ago of the news, like the trading between Thai and the US, I think. Yeah, they're strictly forcing the laws.
Crazy, huh? So they're really cracking down on this way of life.
Yes, and it's like just not.
The monkeys get arrested or the people? Sewer water, take a guess. Take a guess. Sewer water, gun to your head. Do you think the human's gonna get arrested for leaving the area and harvesting coconuts, or the monkey?
Look, I get it. Monkeys are incredibly intelligent animals. It can suck to see them on a leash. Watching them work, it can make us feel uncomfortable. But is this really so different from dogs and horses and falconry? Or is it just something that's not that familiar to us? It starts to feel like this double standard, like animal labor is acceptable when it fits our Western traditions, but when it doesn't, then it's abuse.
These babies should...
Well, the weirdest thing about horse races is they're really fucking... Horses are like driven to the fucking brink, bro. And they're young. Like when you see those horse racers, the only thing is like they have to work that hard for the first 2 years of their life. And to my knowledge, I don't even think the owners of those horses make that much money from the racing itself. Obviously, they're betting, but the money maker is when that horse is done, they just sell that horse to fuck for like 10 years.
Be cradled by their mothers, but they're prisoners.
The statement is by PETA, and normally I don't go with stuff that PETA says.
And in the end, this debate, I don't think it's going to matter for that much longer anyway. The new laws are already being put in place. It feels like Thailand.
Dude, that's the problem with PETA too, is like they'll have things that aren't crazy, but like PETA gets clowned on so hard because they take offense to everything. Somebody said I missed the old PETA. That's what I'm saying. It's like what they stand for isn't bad, but it's like PETA will be commenting about shit that's like not bad a lot of the time. And so then people just clown on them.
And is ready to move on. And the old groves, they're beginning to disappear also. Bit by bit, they're getting replaced with those short, stumpy trees. Something that can be easily harvested by a machine, benefiting from the new economics.
You see these short-ass coconut trees? These are the sort of modern plantations. They don't grow high at all, and you can just pick them right away.
Yeah, humans just pick them.
And so if you feel uncomfortable...
I will say, I think, I didn't know this existed where they could just have micro trees. I feel like they should just do this, but I do understand there's literally like thousands of acres of land of these tall-ass trees.
About this at all. Let me just reassure you that I think this is a tradition and a practice that is going to just naturally die out. Anyway, fortunately...
It's going to naturally die out because it is just less efficient. Like, it makes more sense long-term to just have fields of smaller trees that you could just have a human pick them or a machine even come by.
Or unfortunately, depending upon the way you look at it, this is the future. It's just so much easier. So I guess I'm just happy I get to document this whilst it still hangs around.
Wow, what a fun fucking video to watch. Fucked up in the beginning, too. More questionable near the end, but... So what seems to be a reliable and good way to harvest will be replaced by diesel-burning machines. Makes sense to this day and age. While the monkeys untying the knots this day is really insane. No, that was the craziest part. Like, that was the most impressive thing. Was its capability to untie and crawl through knots to be able to, like, untangle itself. Next, video chat. Lock in. Like, just the weird bony bit that's covered in, like, tough skin.
You eat it? The wing?
And why'd they cut off the wings and fucking get rid of them?
Wow. It's like lots of people, that's most favorite part, the wings.
I think what we have here is like an elbow, you know what I mean? The middle of that middle knuckle of a bat wing. And this is apparently the prize bit. So we're gonna try it. Here we go, guys. That's all skin that comes off it. It is so thick, so rubbery. You can taste or feel tiny micro hairs that weren't blowtorched off it. has a real gamey flavor. I think the gaminess.
See, that's what I would be fearful of. I bet like raw that with all the seasoning stuff probably smells fine. CEO, no, the gaminess is a no-go.
From this is what is kind of throwing me off. A really, really difficult flavor to handle. Let me tell you. Whoa. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. That is tough. No. Oh.
Oh, and he's being so respectful, though.
Not for me, guys. Let me tell you.
Like, you know, if this was like, they just pull a guy off the side of the street, they're like, yo, try this. Some dude from, like, London. Yo, try this. He'd be like, oh. I think texture is the bigger thing for me than taste. I think the gaminess I could probably get past. I think having to bite into it and yank it and then, like, chew it and it's kind of like gummy, no.
Now. That's a tough one.
Like, I could get by it tasting bad to me.
All right, market number 2, people. What's this market, Nita? Langawan Market.
Oh, God, there's another market. What are they going to fucking sell at this one?
A little bit outside of Tomahawk.
Oh, is this even for food? This looks like betta fish. Nah, that shit looks good. That shit looks good, though. What is that? That looks like smoked salmon.
Hi guys, this market seems wild right away. We've got these huge kind of grilling stations behind the various stalls, similar to what we saw in Tomahawk, where once you order something, you just get one more blowtorch maybe to clean it off before you hike it back home. I see huge chunks of python getting grilled off, the dog in the corner. There is bats absolutely everywhere. And again, it just seems to be like a primary meat in this area. It's not just like some kind of novelty. Cat, python, more cats, dog. Wow, I wonder if you can even show cats.
Guys, these pigs, these long-nosed pigs, is just wild, right?
I've never seen that animal a day in my life. Never seen that animal a day in my life. That is a pig with a horn. But like a weird curled... Those are boars? Yeah, but was that a part of its body?
Just bat everywhere, guys. Bat and hawk.
How are they getting this many bats, though? Are they farming them? Or is it like they're finding them in the wilderness? Because I just don't understand how every market has fucking hundreds of bats.
It's how much? 3 for 100,000.
Correct, yeah. That's how they normally sell it.
So it's $2 a rat?
Like in like 3 pieces for a higher price. Yeah, they won't sell it once because like you wouldn't if it's not.
Is that a good price?
Not enough for one portion.
I'd eat that. I'd eat that. That, like, bro, compared to a lot of the other shit.
For a higher price. Yeah, they won't sell it once because like you wouldn't if it's not enough for one.
Like that looks pretty good. That dude, that kind of has like a kielbasa, like a cooked sausage crisp to it, like right there.
Portion. One portion, not person. Well, unless you're really crazy, love that, you can eat it the whole 3 because they're gonna chop it, like diced it.
What's in its butthole?
So one duck is...
Why was its butthole like open?
75,000.
75. This one, right?
But one bat.
450 for a duck or a bat? Rather have a duck.
One big bat can be the same price.
Okay, like it's like very common to find a bat, but it's more difficult to like get the bat.
The bat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense, I guess.
Expensive.
So it's kind of like a delicacy. You get less meat, but you're paying for more premium meat.
Correct, yeah. It's considered like what, premium, the bat.
And even a rat, like 3 rats is 100,000.
Yeah.
So you could get...
Yeah, what the fuck? A duck, an entire duck's 450, 3 rats is $6.
You could get more than a duck for the price.
Oh my God, they're alive right now.
Of 3 rats.
Like 1.5 ducks.
1.5 ducks.
I'm gonna scan this video. I hope they don't kill the duck on the video. I don't think they would show that.
What would you prefer to eat, guys? 1 duck or 3 rats? Those
a duck.
Your options. Hello. Oh my God, they have rats. Wow. Oh, they love it. And these guys, where did they come from?
That's from Klabat's northern part. It's about like 2 hours from here.
And so they just bought this in to sell it today?
Ini beli sendiri atau saja? Oh yeah, they hunt them and some they hunt them, some they get it from whoever that in the village they sell.
Got it.
These are not city rats that you might be picturing scurrying around the sewers. These are white-tailed forest rats, one of the many semi-arboreal rat species that are native here to Sulawesi. I didn't really know what that meant either. It's kind of like they spend a lot of their time at night in the trees, and then they burrow back down into the dirt during the day. And they are hunted all over Sulawesi. Here,
Yo, he's got thermal vision. This motherfucker's a sniper in the woods right now. Oh my God.
Here, they are a delicacy. They're not cheap at all in this part of the world. They sell for
Dude, they're fucking expensive as shit.
100,000 rupiah for 3. You can pick up just about any other meat here for less than that. Chicken, duck, pork, you name it. But come Christmas, Easter, the demand for rat just surges.
And it's like almost a special occasion dish.
Correct, yeah.
But it's also like everyday fare.
You can be an everyday fare whenever because it's like one of the only places in North Sulawesi that has selling all these kind of things.
But no turkeys.
No what?
Turkey?
We don't even know what turkeys is.
For farmers.
Yo, low-key for fucking Thanksgiving, I feel like I would try rat one time instead of a fuck-ass turkey. Just a whole fucking turkey, dude. Just fucking dripping. Dripping, sitting there. It's fucking dry as shit, even if it's fucking wet. Dude, even if it looks wet, you fucking bite into it and make that while you're chewing it. It's disgusting. I hate eating turkey.
They're also thieves. These things raid the crops. They get into the cacao, the coconuts.
Oh, so it's good they're killing them too.
So hunting them becomes this kind of strange overlap. It's part pest control, it's protein, and it's a cash source wrapped all in one. And apparently they are hunted in every way you can imagine. Shotguns, air rifles, snares, dogs. It is just all fair game.
Shotgun? I feel like you're fucking blowing that thing into red mist if you shoot a fucking rat with a 12 gauge. Are you hitting it with bird shot so it just peppers him?
And so, inevitably, I find myself adding this to the list immediately. It's time for another rat hunt.
Trying to click. Alright guys, we're about to head deep into the Sulawesi jungles. Tonight's prey, or target prey at least, is rats. Just like the ones we saw at the market, the whitetail, apparently they taste pretty damn good. We've eaten the bats already, we've eaten the pythons already. Rat was the final kind of piece of this like Sulawesi mad market combination. So, rat hunting, Sulawesi style.
I feel like out of those three, I'd most want to try snake. Like, I would try a python.
I see some air guns. Let's see how this goes down.
We dotted along the way. And whenever we find a promising spot, basically a tree with some fruit.
Dude, I'd just be so I mean, I got bit by a tick in the woods and got a fucking rare meat disease. I feel like if I'm in the jungle in Indonesia, bro, I'm gonna be like, yo, some shit's gonna fucking bite me and I'm gonna swell up like a fucking melon and die. Something's gonna fucking latch onto my neck and bite me and I'm gonna get some sort of disease that's gonna fucking kill me. Like, that would worry me. That I wouldn't even be worried about, like, being with these guys. I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna die to like a fucking animal, but I'd be like, dude, some bug's gonna fucking bite me and that's gonna be hell. Stop. Mosquitoes? Well, I know when you go to certain countries with like diseases that they have elsewhere that are transmitted by bugs, you have to get vaccinated before you go.
We start just trying to call in the rats.
Alright guys, we are weaving our way through some much thicker scrub right now, heading up this hill. It's kind of like...
What the fuck was that noise? He's perfected the rat call.
I mean, I don't know if I'd call it thick jungle, but it's thicker. We don't need machetes or anything like that. There's definitely an old trail here, but it hasn't been used in a long, long time. That's for damn sure. Hopefully there's some rats to make this worth it.
Must be like a horror game for rats. I think life is a horror game for any animal that isn't a human. And even some humans. If you're an animal that is not predatory, you're a prey animal, Your life is a horror game. You will never die of old age. You will always die a gruesome death. Like, genuinely think about it. Maybe a few would have like a heart attack or some shit and die, but like mostly all animals that are prey just at some point either get eaten and die, or they survive long enough to where they start getting really old, can't function anymore, get eaten and die. Oh, he's about to clip his ass. I didn't know they climb up trees. I feel like I shouldn't show him shooting it.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's one fat rat. Oh, let me hold that thing. There we have it. This is like the first jungle rat that we have had come in. They're called like white-tailed rats locally. I do not think these are the same kind of species.
Yo, that thing starts twitching on me. I'm going, oh! All the guys would make fun of me around there. I know it, dude. If it started having death throws.
And certainly they're not eating sitting rats or anything like that. It behaves
like it started fucking clawing at me.
It's almost like a possum or something. It is way up there in the trees. We're only scouting the rooftops. So I don't think this is the kind of thing that you're used to seeing in, I don't know.
Oh, no, I would assume they would have lived on the ground. They're all in the fucking tree branches.
Average household. It is one big, gnarly looking thing though. And took a few shots to get it down, but there she is. Look at that. It's like white-tailed, crazy looking creature.
Possum, I would rather eat rat. I would rather eat rat and snake, maybe bat over possum. I think out of any animal, possums would taste probably bottom 5. They are like sewer gross animals. Like, they don't live in the sewer, but they're disgusting. Like, possums live in their own filth. They fucking play dead. They're like the only North American marsupial. Their kids like latch onto their back. They're always covered in like fucking poop. It's disgusting.
That's essentially the process. Put in some miles, find a promising spot, put in a call, and see if you hear something back or see some movement.
We spotted a little one, but they don't shoot him. They want him to grow into a big fat rat for eating later. And we do this trick where we keep turning off the lights and trying to call, but failing so far.
But it's fun. Along the way, we're taking stops, quick smoke breaks.
When you're asking me to follow you and collab, I think I'd rather not. And I'm not like, and then I come off as a dick. But I'm like, no. Like, I'm out, dude. It'll be like I'm out with Brooke eating. You walk up to me while we're at the table, interrupt the dinner, which is a little odd. You know, I think you should wait. If I'm being honest, I don't care if people recognize me. I love being able to talk to fans, but it's like if I'm clearly on a date, I'm talking to my girlfriend, you're kind of breaking that space, which is odd, especially if we're eating. There's been times where I'm actively eating, they walk up to me. And then, like, on top of that, to be like, hey, could you follow me? Or the worst is when, like, dude, there's a level of, like, respect, too, where it's like, hey, could I get a picture? 99% of people, hey, could I get a photo? Yeah, sure. 1% of people, yo, dude, I love your shit. What are you fucking doing, man? Like, I mean, that's just, like, being weird. Like, just... Like, walk up and be like, hey, can I film you? Can we do a video? Blah, blah, blah. Like, can I take a picture? You're ungrateful? It's not ungrateful. It's just fucking rude. If you see that as ungrateful, like, I know you're probably rage baiting, but, like, anyone that sees that as ungrateful, genuinely unfollow me. Because, like, the level of unawareness you have of, like, just, like, social boundaries is, like, fucking unreal. Like, if you're going to walk up to somebody that you recognize already filming and be like, oh, dude, what's up, man? You're putting on some animated persona. Bro, like, fuck off.
In 2025, one man placed an order and saw that his driver was parked just down the street. When he asked why his food hadn't been delivered, his driver said it was because his car had broken down. He then told the customer that he'd probably just refund it. Not believing a word he said, the man got on his bike, rode down the street to find he was Uber Eats driver sitting in his car, chowing down on his food. See, that's why I could never be one of these. I could never be one of these delivery drivers, because I know I just see their order, I'm like, oh damn, you know, or go to some place, I'm like, what is this place? Get it? Smell good.
One little bite can't hurt.
The customer confronted the driver only for him to be left speechless before peeling out in a panic. That's a good way to choke, though.
Oh, wait, what does it say? He said his car broke down, so tracked my order to find him eating
Speechless
it.
before peeling out in a panic. That's a good way to choke, though. At multiple restaurants around the world, you can find signs banning delivery drivers and from using the bathroom. This obviously upset a lot of drivers, who pointed out that it's actually against the company's agreement with these restaurants, as Uber requires them to give drivers access to their bathrooms, okay?
Yeah, I think that's odd. If you're an Uber Eats driver, you should be able to take a fucking piss. It's different if you're like, oh, I'm gonna fucking sponge bath myself in the McDonald's bathroom, but it's like, hey, I'm here to pick up an order. By the way, can I fucking piss real quick?
Assholes. And many don't care and continue to enforce the ban, meaning many drivers are forced to make frequent pit stops and even piss in bottles, trucker style. I mean, come on, dude. Stop at a gas station. That's not that big of a deal, is it?
It's not on my route.
What's an average interaction with a fan? I'm a fan. And now I'm me. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Dude, I watch you all the time. And I go, oh, really? That's awesome. He goes, bro, I love your YouTube videos. I was watching you 2 days ago. Can I get a picture? Yeah. Take a picture, dap him up, have a good day. That's it. Regular interaction. But see, you have 100 interactions, you're bound to have like 3 or 4 that are just weird. The common awkward interaction is they go for a fist bump, I go for a dap up, or vice versa, and then we hit the awkward switch. And then it's like, oh. Meeting a fan annoy you? No. It doesn't annoy me meeting a fan. It annoys me when they stare at me from 50 yards away for an extended period of time because either A, they're not sure that it's me, or B, they're just too scared to walk up to me, especially if they're in a group and they're all kind of hovering around each other and just constantly looking up and staring at me. It like ruins the potential for me to have a fun time if I'm like out and doing something nice because they're kind of just like stalking me from afar. Like, just walk up to me. And so what I've done now is I've gotten pretty good at, like, if I see them, I know they know who I am because there's, like, a certain stare they give. So I just break that so I don't have to deal with that. And I walk up to them and I go, do you know who I am? And I've never had somebody yet go, no, because it's pretty obvious. Like, they're going, staring at their phone, staring at me. So I'll just walk up to them. I go, you know me. And they go, yeah. I go, thank fuck. I usually go, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to break, like, the awkward. The only time I've ever denied people of taking a photo was when I've been in a hurry. Like, there was one, literally, while I was coming back from the trip with Jack, there were 2 guys that recognized me. I'm literally walking to my gate. They're actively boarding. They go, Joe Bart. I go, yeah, bro, what's up? And I just keep walking. And I'm like, fuck, I know they wanted to talk to me, but, like, I had to get on my plane, you know? So it's, like, shit like that. It's, like, I feel bad because I'm like, oh, damn, they probably thought I was annoyed. But, like, I'm not annoyed. I just, like, I got a dip.
Even the robots that Uber employs are being targeted and destroyed. In Philadelphia, both restaurants and residents were excited about Uber's plan to deploy delivery robots in the city, but some angry citizens had other plans. Which, dude, fucking clankers, what are you excited?
Yeah, or, well, if that happens, if you have, like, a delivery bot fucking try to deliver your shit, it flips over, it can't autocorrect itself. So does the app just cancel your order and refund you? Or do they be like, oh, we need to get a service agent to come fucking fix it?
Citizens had other plans. Which, dude, fucking clankers, what are you excited for? Clankers rolling around your city? Here's these little drones taking our jobs.
The homeless are fighting back, though.
I'm glad.
After The homeless people in big cities are fighting delivery bots.
Only 1 month, multiple robots had been completely destroyed or vandalized. Many were left to decay on the streets as well. Online, multiple videos show people kicking them and sitting on them. Others purposely block and place them off their set path.
Oh, it is easy to get food out of them. I wonder how hard the lock is to break. But if you are a homeless person, it's like, you know, you're not really hurting anybody stealing that food.
Sitting on them. Others purposely block and place them off their set path, causing them further delayed deliveries. This hate for delivery robots runs deep, my friends. And in fact, one man has an entire social media account dedicated to aggressively screaming and harassing any delivery robots they see in LA.
Watch what you do. Don't come at me. Don't come. You're going in a fucking shade. Don't you dare.
Arvin is on duty? Wait, are these operated by people? Or are they just giving this robot a fucking name?
Come at me like that. No, excuse you. Excuse you.
Are you under the Terminator 2 mentality?
Wait, what? Most delivery robots are highly autonomous, not remote controlled. There are human ones on, or there's humans on standby in case something goes wrong. That's the same thing with Waymos. Like, Waymos are AI self-driven, but there's, like, people in case something goes wrong. I hate how they just give them names, dude. Why are we giving a name to a fucking robot? It's the delivery robot, bro. Arvin's on duty.
Exactly. Just in case there's a conscious in there. Hey, buddy.
Hey, delivery robot driver, hope you're having a good day. You will fall. After all this, Uber still plans to keep the robots in the city, claiming they were designed to be tampered with and send alerts when they break down.
There you go. They should have them explode if people mess with them.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they let out just straight fart spray. You get near it and start fucking with it, it just starts spraying you. You just reek of shit the next fucking 3 days.
Oh, you clinger.
5, 4,
what?
3, 2.
I mean, Akira.
Mark Rober type shit. Yeah, just fucking sprays you with mace. Straight bear spray to the eyes. Move out of the fucking way. I have somebody's Arby's steak nuggets to deliver. If you don't move in 3, 2, 1.
Like Sarah Connor. Ah! It's probably well known by now, but DoorDash as a company is extremely evil and has been caught treating its workers horribly on multiple occasions. What's fucked up is it's still an app on my phone. Is that food addiction? You tell me. Recently, the company had to pay out nearly $17 million to its drivers because from 2017 to 2019, it was caught using customer tips to subsidize drivers' base pay rather than adding tips to the overall payout. That is so fucking scummy. I'll do you one better, Nick.
Well, isn't it also proven that, like, there is a, like, somebody, I don't know if it was DoorDash or Uber Eats, but there was, like, a whistleblower that said that these apps, number one, or adding priority, like, if you pay $3 for a priority order, it does actually nothing. It's like a myth. It's just farming money out of you. And then on top of that, like, they have a system, like an AI, like, computation thing to give a desperate rating to its workers. And the higher your desperate rating, the lower the order, like, monetary amount they'll give you. If you're somebody that works for, like, Uber Eats and you are really scrounging for cash, you're going to have a high desperate rating, and therefore they're just going to give you the shittiest orders because you're just bound to take them. And so if you're, like, more of a casual Uber driver, they're going to incentivize you by giving you better orders that make you more money, like, per order. Like, a desperate Uber driver might make more money, but they're doing more orders that are shittier. I don't know if that's, like, definitively proven, but I remember that was, like, a big thing, like, a little bit ago.
Okay, order some Taco Bell?
Yeah. All right, well, they got me. It's gone. Definitely not downloading it as soon as I'm done.
Definitely not reinstalling that app in 15 minutes. Well, here's the weird thing is, are they owned by different companies? Like, is Uber Eats and DoorDash competitors? Because when you use both of them, they're identical in UI. Like, if you use, I've used both. They're identical. Isn't that not weird? Like, if you use them, like, it looks slightly different, but, like, the same scroll page, they just look the exact same. Like, if you're on the app, you have no idea which one you're using. They're definitely not identical. They're very similar.
In 2025, air traffic control workers up in the tower at Chicago O'Hare Airport noticed a small red car driving across runways and into restricted areas.
Wait, what? Delivery driver finds way onto secured areas at O'Hare Airport, drives miles before being spotted.
And into restricted areas. What the hell is that? Little Dr. Seuss car driving across. When they alerted,
were they doing it? Were they just, like, insane driving on the runway, or were they trying to, like, get a shortcut to deliver food faster?
Airport security. They stopped the car and discovered a 36-year-old man trying to fulfill a DoorDash delivery.
I'm on the tarp.
Oh, sorry, I'm lost. I don't know how I got here. I was just following the Uber Eats GPS.
Back.
Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, God! I fly right above him. Whoa! How could you get in this area?
I think just an old guy who got lost.
He's 36!
Yeah, he's not an old guy. I mean, you'd have to pass barriers, dude. I feel like you'd have to drive through a fucking fence. Like, you can't just mistakenly drive onto a runway. Like, he was right next to an airplane.
An old guy got lost. Yeah, if he was an 84-year-old man, I'd be like, well, yeah, he's what are you supposed to do? 36 and being like, well, I don't see why. How did you get there? How did you get past the gates? Did you think?
It's not even get past the gates. Like, airport runways are so big. Chicago O'Hare Airport is so massive that it's like for him to get to an airport gate, he had to have driven like 2 miles on this fucking runway. Like, he had to have been passing planes that were actively moving around him.
He just did, I have a DoorDash, and they're like, and they open the gate. I mean, what the fuck happened? Apparently, he just drove straight through the gate at the front of the tarmac and began driving for miles up and down the active runway. I mean, there's planes everywhere, dude.
Well, once they saw him, they probably grounded everything.
You know what? The thing earlier,
your flight gets delayed. Sorry, there's actually a man in a smart car that is driving around our runway. We will be taking off as soon as he gets the fuck off.
Men doing this are so stupid. Where am I supposed to go? What terminal are you at? What gate? It was determined that this is somehow completely unintentional. An investigation ended up with the man being let go without any charges.
How did he unintentionally drive into an dude? Because it's like, right when you notice you're on a runway, wouldn't you just turn around? Like, okay, sure, he drives through the gate thinking that he's going into a gated neighborhood. But then the second he's on like a tarmac and he's seeing fucking planes land, I feel like he'd be like, oh no. Like, why would he continue driving up and down?
Regardless of how insane some drivers act, it's hard not to feel bad for them, considering that working for DoorDash is extremely draining. Unfortunately, however, some drivers take out their frustration on the customers. After trying to surprise their partner with some Asian food, one woman was shocked to see that her driver had sent her a picture of him next to a dumpster and peeing on their meal completely unprompted. Completely unprompted! How do we... See, this is what I'm saying, though. How do we know it's completely unprompted?
We're only getting one half of the story.
I think so. Don't get me wrong. I think that these things do happen. Some just people freak out. But I think when people make these stories, you're leaving out a little bit of information, aren't you? What did you do? Hey man, how you doing today? I think it's some stuff that's just being like, hey, just let you know I'm in line, whatever. I'm in line because you get a message like that from DoorDash or sometimes. I'm in line. Pick up your order! Exclamation point. I bet some person would be like, make it quick. Just a little. Just some.
Yeah. Piss them off. Where are you? Where are you? Why are you driving so slow? Okay, buddy, fuck you. I just wouldn't deliver it though. I wouldn't pee on the order. No, you know what you would actually need to do? You don't pee on the order, you still deliver it. You just shake the bag up. You go, "Oh, there's liquid." Fucking put it down. Still good food, but it's like, oh, now it's all over the place.
I'm sure piss all over it. Appalled
fries all over the bag.
By this, the woman asked what was going on.
You bitch, I piss on you.
And all he said was, and I quote, "You bitch, I piss on you," before ending the conversation.
I don't know. Where is I have? DoorDasher's name is Negman. Where is I have? Front porch.
All he said was, and I quote, "You bitch, I piss on you," before ending the conversation. The woman called the police and allegedly got his car impounded. However, when she posted the DMs to r/DoorDash expecting sympathy, many of the customers found the situation funny, which enraged her even more. It is funny. If I also...
Oh, it is funny. No, it actually is funny. I would also like try and get him fired, but in the moment I'd be like, that's kind of hilarious. I'd be annoyed. I'd be annoyed for like 5 minutes because I'd be like, fucking hell, man. Now I need to order more food. And then you get him fired and then you fucking,
fucking get
order again.
Over it. It's one meal. You guys see this is funny?
Yeah. See, that she definitely fucking did something.
I think she did.
Yeah, and why are you posting it on Reddit assuming that people are going to be sympathetic towards you? That's our first problem. Some guy peed on my DoorDash order. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's so upsetting. Oh, I would be so upset if I were you. Oh my God. My heart goes out to you.
Another driver was arrested after she got caught pepper spraying a customer's order. Courtney Stevenson had just finished delivering an Arby's order.
Bro, I heard about this one. Was this one recent? I feel like I saw this on TikTok. Yeah, 2025.
He got caught pepper spraying a customer's order. Courtney Stevenson had just finished delivering an Arby's order to a home in Evansville, Indiana, when she pulled out a small bottle of mace from her keychain and sprayed it inside around the bag. When the customers brought it inside and began eating, the wife began to choke and vomit, claiming her throat was burning. It's horrible, but it's also just... It would, I mean, like, the fumes
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like unless you ordered something that was like really spicy, wouldn't you be like, wait, this is like foul?
Alone would be someone saying that once again it's a Midwest couple being like, oh goddamn, chicken of China, the Chinese chicken, this shit is popping. Opens it up.
Yeah, you'd have to smell it.
It's not that bad, Carol.
Arby's just smells like pepper spray base. Bro, I've never eaten Arby's. At least that I remember. I think I've eaten Arby's maybe once.
I told you should have went with General Chow's. Courtney was charged with 2 counts of battery resulting in moderate injury, 2 counts of consumer
It's like fucking biochemical warfare, dude. You're spraying food with fucking pepper spray?
product tampering, and was banned from DoorDash. The whores.
Do we get a reasoning? I hate when it's just like, we say this, we move on. I want to be like, why did you do that? Like, what made you go, I'm going to spray this order with pepper spray? Also, horrible fit. Horrible fit. We got blue jeans, a long black leather jacket, and just a tucked in white shirt. Ugh.
A driver named Olivia was caught up in a massive scandal after receiving a delivery. The instructions stated to leave it on the front steps of the home, which I will say, the delivery note option.
This was the one that like blew up, where it was like there was like a naked man on a couch and she took a picture of him and she was saying that he was like waiting for her with the door open, but he said that she opened the door. I don't even know what actually the full result was of this case. I feel like she got like fined or something.
The delivery note option might as well not even be there because I've never seen them actually do it. It's almost always disregarded. I digress. When Olivia arrived, she noticed the door just slightly creaked open. After a brief inspection, she could see a naked homeowner asleep on the couch. Instead of
filming him's wild.
Walking away and reporting the customer on the app, she decided it would be a good idea to walk further into his home and record him. Everyone's probably seen this.
Her walking further into his home is a claim made later by the man in court. There's no publicly available evidence.
Story by now, but it still appalls me. I can't believe it. She then went home and uploaded the footage to TikTok, claiming she had been sexually assaulted.
Wait, hold up. This is a lot. Contrary to popular belief, the video you just watched is the only publicly available evidence. No original upload or ring cam video exists on the internet in which she opens the door that was slightly ajar, or we were not able to find it. The screenshots from the deleted video is just a chop of the original footage. In the only video that is on the internet, she does not touch the door, she does not enter the house, and she's very clearly follows the instructions from the note on the app, which, if followed, would force anyone to see the man on the couch. Yeah, I think that's where we're in this weird gray area where it's like, okay, well, why is this dude butt naked on the couch, and why is his door unlocked? And was it open? The only other existing footage is the additional footage mentioned in the police report is not public and therefore does not specify what the footage is. Oh my God, so it's not on social media, but the police have it? There's no publicly available video of her opening
If you
the
see
door.
a naked person sleeping...
Hold up. Although there are some really bad AI okay.
If you see a naked person sleeping, is that assault?
He's in his own home. I think where you get into the debate is why... Yeah, you're allowed to be naked in your own home. That's not illegal. I'm saying if he ordered food and was naked in front of the door and left the door wide open, that's a problem. The debate comes from the idea of whether or not the door was open to begin with, right?
That's the gray area. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know how cracked it was, blah, blah, blah. I digress. To me, it sounds like a drunk man ordered food and passed out on his couch, whatever. If it was fully open and it was a screen door and the person is naked there.
Yeah, and it's also different if he was, like, awake and, like, doing something versus him just being, like, passed out, drunk, asleep, naked. The door was probably cracked. She should have just left it and then opened it, saw him naked, and then filmed it. I don't really know, though. Like, I don't want to assume.
Actually, that would be like, what the fuck are you doing? The internet did not side with her and called her insane for walking into someone's home, even if the door was slightly open. Things would only escalate when she continued to post online, screaming at the top of her lungs and doubling down that she was sexually assaulted and how DoorDash was in the wrong for banning her. When local police got hold of her footage, they determined that the man was clearly drunk and asleep on his couch. This clearly indicated that there was no assault or wrongdoing since he was in his...
Yeah, like, that's what I was saying. Like, if he was, like, left the door cracked and he was, like, fucking, like, jorking it or some shit on the couch, like that'd be like way fucking worse. But like, I think the way that the lawyers are mocking it up against her was drunk man ordered DoorDash, fell asleep naked on the couch. Door was probably cracked. She should have just dropped the bag off, left, saw the doors cracked, opened the door, saw him naked, opened it more, filmed him. I don't know, though. Like, I have no idea how this turned out.
But however, in January of 2026, she was charged with 2 felonies, 1 charge of unlawful surveillance, and another.
Oh, she got fucking charged?
No assault or wrongdoing since he was in his own home. For months, Olivia would defend her actions, but however, in January of 2026, she was charged with 2 felonies, 1 charge of unlawful surveillance, and another of dissemination of unlawful surveillance images, each carrying a maximum sentence of 4 years in prison. The saying a few bad apple ruins the whole bunch definitely applies to delivery drivers, as we've all had annoying experiences dealing with them. For some people, messing with their food is enough to put an entire app on their shit list, which justifiably so. Most of them do their jobs correctly, but there are plenty of drivers that seem absolutely incapable of doing.
But like, if it was like crap, why would she do that? That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. We're never gonna know though. If it's like the lawyers have this video that isn't released to the public of like her opening the door, then that's like the biggest thing. Is like if the door wasn't open and she opened the door, then it's fully on her. It's literally one or the other.
So the next time you order food online and it gets delivered correctly, be respectful. After all, you never know how insane their shift has been, right guys? And also too, I will say, I mean, have respect for the DoorDash driver and stuff. It's a meal. It's a meal. Granted, you paid money for it or whatever. If they didn't deliver in the right spot and you had to walk a few extra feet to get to whatever, or you had to do X, it's not the end of the fucking world. You know, did somebody fuck up your order and you had to, you know, you had to like live with another thing? These things don't make it justifiably okay just to be like, well, I guess I'm just gonna get walked over. But at the same time, just like let it fucking go, man. Or just don't order through the app anymore. You choose a different one.
Yeah, I think it's like, from a customer perspective, if you're having like repeated bad experiences, like just stop ordering food. You know what I mean? That was a good video though. I did enjoy that. We gotta do push-ups, I know.